Okay.
Now we're live.
You guys are like, yeah, we're live. It's like, no, we are not.
I was one saying we're not. You're the one. You and Nat are both like, oh, I think we're on.
It was just me saying,
Nice.
saying we were live. Take full.
It doesn't matter. Nothing's streaming it anyway.
Yeah.
We had everything set up just right on time, but we still managed to be 6 minutes late. So
Yeah, well, 7 minutes.
we are fucking great at that.
It's tradition. We got to be a few minutes late. We can never be on time. Otherwise, it just ruins everything.
Matt was busy looking up porn.
Well, we all were, but
I'm not denying it. And yes, Fuboo's here.
Yay, hello. I remember this time. Aren't you proud of me?
That's one of the reasons why we kind of held it off, is because we like getting Fuboo in here. It's not CCS without her and her art. So.
Aww. Kiss ass.
The only two constants is CCS, me and Mel.
Sorry, Natalie.
And that's a great addition to the show. She's apparently, according to some Twitter followers, she's quickly becoming a favorite. So,
that's
mostly because
good.
she's the only one who actually makes any coherent sense and makes any points. Kind of like how
Also,
other members have been fast. But me, I'm just a chucklehead who makes an occasional decent joke and makes all the weird, funky animations. Whereas Nat's the one who makes the good points and goes out and finds all the newspaper article clippings to add to the video podcast. And then Mel, we just give her all of our money to make avatars.
Yeah, I'm just here for the money.
Yep. Oh, and speaking of which, we're trying to get the Outlast 2 video wrapped up for the next weekend. But this weekend was just kind of a clusterfuck, to be honest. Yeah. We were going to release Outlast 2, but it just, man.
Did you guys get all the footage?
Yeah, we got all of it.
Art footage?
Yeah, we just need to, we already have a rough cut of it done.
Oh, okay.
And it's just kind of completing some of Llama Pocket's mouths. We're done. So.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, I completely forgot about the mouth part and the eyebrows. I rushed that one, then I turned it in, and it was like 2 days later. It's like, gosh dang, I should have done those in separate layers.
Well, we wanted to get that Horrors Like Sex 2 out at freaking neck break speed, so we got that one done in about a week.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was just taking up a ton of stuff. You know, the one thing I actually really wanted to do at the end, when I couldn't tell what the hell you said at the end, Mel, where you said you gotta go underground people. If I could do it over again, I'd make a little clip of you dressed in like S&M outfits and like whipping people. Or it's like 6, you gotta go underground people. Whoosh. Have like, you know, Kevin Spacey in the back somewhere.
Oh god.
No, gosh dang it.
Oh, it's always an afterthought. Every once in a while,
we already have the Fuboo. We don't need this.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, you watch a video, you watch it multiple times, you put in what you can, and then all of a sudden you think of something that's like, oh shit, I really wish I could have added that. Fucking hell.
What could have been?
I'm just the odd uncle that everyone laughs at. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the same way with my nieces and nephews. It's totally cool.
Yeah, you're not a good influence on them.
I'm a great influence on them. I tell them straight up, you know, hey, listen, you know, if you want the real conspiracy theories and shit, you talk to me. I'm like Alex Jones for my nieces and nephews.
Really?
I tell them the truth, damn it.
Sure.
And truth, TROOF. But no, I am the fun uncle. And
no, the broken uncle.
The broken uncle.
The broken uncle with broken English.
You're so weird.
Mom!
You have no idea. Sorry, speaking of Lion King and the remakes, Jesus Christ, apparently they're gutting it, and there's been a lot of problems. People saying that they're not really happy about some of the voice actors, especially
how are you gonna replace fucking Rowan Atkinson with John Oliver? What the fuck are you doing?
They should just done it right the first time with the voices rather than just taking this beloved classic and then just redoing it all over again. It's like,
why do they even need new actors? Can't they just use the voice clips from the fucking old film?
No, they cannot.
I imagine that they're redoing. They're going to expand on it. They're going to change lines. They're probably going to take out all the music, which I don't know. I don't give a fuck anymore. I never watched any live action things. Jungle Book, the Beauty and the Beast. I really don't give two fucks.
I saw the Jungle Book one. It was okay. Mowgli doesn't go back to the village.
As soon as I heard that, like, As soon as I heard in the Beauty and the Beast one that they'd changed some of Belle's outfits to make her more feminist, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm out.
What?
So they gave her a beard. What?
No, they kept saying stuff like, "Oh, we designed her costume very carefully to make sure that she wasn't a traditional female. So we hiked up her skirt a little bit so that she could ride like a horse properly instead of just side saddle like a female." And I'm like, oh,
hey, you know what? If Emma Watson's gonna be riding a horse like full like hip pivots, then you can just call me Harvey Weinstein because that's fucking sexy. But you know what?
That's who she was. That's who she was riding. But
well, that's the thing. Is, you know, she and several other, you know, Hollywood feminists are gung-ho about the patriarchy and all that kind of shit. And when you think about it, if you see pictures of like how Harvey Weinstein is holding Emma Watson in public, like stand behind her and like holding her arms, you really start to wonder if maybe that kind of like sexual abuse that's rampant in Hollywood is kind of the reason why some of these women are like, there is a patriarchy, there is all this kind of shit.
Well, yeah, because in Hollywood there actually is a fucking sex culture. Rape culture.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Lena Headly came out and said that Harvey Weinstein assaulted her too, and she put like the full story of it on her Twitter page, and I was reading it, and immediately alarm bells started ringing because she said that first he assaulted her during like I think it's a promotional thing for the Brothers Grimm, and she said, "Oh yeah, and I'd been mercilessly bullied by Terry Gilliam on the set of fucking the Brothers Grimm." I was like, "Hang on, right? I'm willing to accept that Harvey Weinstein touched you up, but there's no way you're gonna tell me that Terry Gilliam fucking bullied you. Get fucked."
Well, all you have to do is just do what John Cleese did in the fucking filming of the Holy Grail, and just snap back at Terry Gilliam, because what Terry Gilliam will then do is just kind of go away and start pouting. I was actually watching one of those like documentaries on Monty Python this morning, and they got to the Holy Grail bit. Yeah. And it was funny how much they were banging heads. So if Lena Headly is really pissy about, you know, being bullied by Terry Gilliam, all she has to do is just kind of tell him off a bit, and he'll go pout.
Do you know what? She said that filming that, it was like a boys' club, and she specifically named Matt Damon and Terry Gilliam. But I'm willing to bet you that the only reason she didn't name Heath Ledger is because she knew that that would be a bit too far, and everyone would jump on her and be like, "Hang on, he's dead. Don't be a shit."
Yeah.
I don't know.
Point the finger at the people who are still alive.
But anyway.
But anyway, yeah.
Anyways, on to lighter topics.
Yep. Oh, and by the way, Fuboo, Artemis Worm, aka Classic Jacob, says that he is more than happy to see this S&M Fuboo.
Of course. Everyone would be.
Maybe.
Why just get the Fuboo back in there?
Well, you know what you need to do. Oh, if you want to, but apparently in a couple of different Discords, some of the ladies, Christina Phoenix, Kuna Drake, they have a friend named Joe Carr who wants to do some like live streams with you, and he does like I guess fan pornography of things. So he might be right up your alley, Mel.
Yay! Yeah, I heard about that. It's just, gosh dang, I've never had the time to get around to doing that. You know?
How are you gonna live stream it on YouTube though? I mean, is there just gonna be like it's gonna look like a mosaic, all the pixelating you're gonna have to do about certain pieces.
Just one great big pixel. There you go, guys. It's done. What do you think?
And at the 5-minute mark, I swear you can see everything except maybe it's just the way he's holding the spear.
Sure, like, comment, subscribe, and contribute to my Patreon. Ha.
Oh, speaking of Patreon, well, first of all, everyone, thanks for coming back another month. Yeah. But we really need to figure out like some way to get more people to kind of jump on the bandwagon. So I was trying to figure out some way to offer more bonuses. But maybe we'll stop there.
Free dildos.
This isn't a Ramstein gift box.
Okay.
Where they actually did like cast their own cocks and like create dildos that you could like get in like this little box set. So there's like comes with like 6 dildos.
Oh gosh. Yeah, none of them vibrate. It's very disappointing.
Mm-hmm. Like Artemis Worm, Jacob says, is promote the Patreon stuff a little bit more in the videos, which I thought we were kind of doing, but maybe we gotta kind of do a call out, like the vocal call out, like, hey, thanks for watching, subscribe, click the bell.
Give us your fucking money.
Exactly.
Mail's expensive.
I am. Well, working is hard.
Yeah, if we don't
That's why
pay
it's
her for,
called work.
if we don't commission a certain amount of art every month, she sends the bailiffs around.
Yeah. You know, we actually spent $180 on art on Mel last month.
Mm-hmm.
And that means that Nat
That's
and I
not a
basically
lie.
got like $40 each at the end of the month for like making all the videos we did.
Yeah, I am really putting these people in the hole.
That sounded dirty, but all right.
Well, we've been making dirty jokes left and right, okay? I think this is all right.
And yes, Christina Phoenix,
Mel is the Harvey Weinstein of CCS.
I'll make it look good if you just
Well, first of all, stop crying.
And by the way, Christina Phoenix, I already showed both ladies the cami picture that was commissioned. So
Very nice.
they thought it was, quote, interesting. ...
Like, that's nice.
I guess.
It's a full flag post right there, isn't it?
Full mast. Full mast Matt.
Salute.
And yes, Christina Phoenix, they've seen the LM and Cinemax one, much to my chagrin. That's the right word.
I don't think I remember that one.
Do I have to dig it out?
Someone please refresh my memory. I know there was one, but I can't remember.
Let's just say Max has very supple hips. Remember that one?
Who was the bottom again? I can't remember.
Well, let's just say it wasn't me.
Which one was the bitch? I can't remember.
Which one was the Weinstein and which one was the Spacey?
Fucking hell.
Oh, lovely.
Also, just so people know, I'm trying to type up. I'm typing as we do this, just because I'm trying to get like a better description of what all topics are. So once we get to a new topic, I kind of write a quick description. So I may pause in and out while I'm trying to get a description for these videos, so people actually might want to watch them. I mean, apparently we're doing more video content now, and we're getting less and less views. Woohoo!
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, I blame Mel squarely.
Oh. Hey, why? Why is it my fault?
Just because you're getting paid the most, we're punching up. Isn't that how you say it? We're punching up.
You're punching up?
Yes.
It's called an uppercut.
Anyways, so who should we bring in first? You know what? Artemis Worm is back, so I am going to give him the first invite.
Okay.
Welcome back, and I'll send the invite out shortly here. You two ladies may continue without me.
All right, so you want to make out?
Oh, yeah, sweet.
Oh, I'm back. What?
Yeah, never mind. Mood's gone.
Damn.
See? Told you I'll get him on.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get viewers somehow, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, well, now
on the next Let's Draw.
Oh, no. No. I'll have to charge you extra for that. Won't this happen? $80.
Oh, wait, what?
Mind you, it's been a long while since I've drawn some, lesbian action, but...
Well, you got to get back on that shit.
Yeah, I've actually been trying lately.
Yeah, you got to, quote, get back on it.
I have been. It's just been so long since I've drawn the smutty stuff, and it's like, man, I'm so sloppy now. I forgot how much I suck at anatomy, and I got my mouse.
I'm so sloppy now. I suck at anatomy.
See, that
inspiration
works. Wow.
Hello.
Hello.
What the hell is this avatar?
And by that he means strap on.
Oh, look at him. He's adorable.
Can you hear me? Am I muted?
Yep, we hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Sorry, I hit my mic. My bad. Like, that's attached to my headphones. So my headphones almost fell. Long story short, it was a disaster.
I said strap on.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, good. I'm back.
Yay! Welcome back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See, I'm the one who's greeting him. What the hell are you people doing?
Oh, well, hold on. Well, I'm checking. I'm just looking at the YouTube chat.
They don't care about you. How cruel. I care. See, I'm the good one. Give me your money.
Jesus Christ, what a bitch.
I can't remember. I can't find it. But someone asked. Oh, it's Kahuna Drake. What's more sexist, Hollywood or the porn industry? The answer is the porn industry because there is a huge wage gap between what the female porn stars earn and what the male porn stars earn.
Yeah, the male porn stars are a dime a dozen, whereas the female ones you have to be more selective about.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
A dime a dick.
Dime a dick. Dime a dick, dime a dick. That's gotta be a song now.
Well, I was gonna bring up all the Hollywood stuff, but like normal, you just take that topic right from under me.
Well, yeah, let's go ahead and elaborate on it. What the hell?
Yeah. You got more to talk about on it?
We can't possibly talk about this enough. So
yeah, we gotta keep driving the nail into them.
Can I say, right? This whole thing, like the Weinstein thing, and how Ben Affleck has been implicated in it. Can that just be the final nail in the coffin for the DCEU?
yes.
Can they just take that and be like, okay, you know what? Maybe we should fucking start all over again.
Yeah. As they should. But they're not. Which sucks.
Well, unless the Flashpoint's going to be a thing.
Yeah, no, make an exception for that because Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Thomas Wayne is something I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Excuse me.
I hope he hasn't raped anyone.
Jeez.
I don't know. Seeing
it-
Negan as Punisher Batman, he can probably rape me if he wanted. I'd see that.
He'd rape you with his Lucille.
Yep.
No, he's bettering Lucille.
And then Lauren Cohen would play the Joker.
What's up with your eye? I messed up on your eye so bad.
Whose eye?
I don't actually remember
On
a female
on
Joker in
Natalie's
a
avatar.
Flashpoint comic. I haven't watched the movie.
She has a droopy eye. It's
Yeah.
realism.
Well, fuck off.
Matt, careful.
It's kind of like the Alfred E. Newman sketch where it has like the deviant eye.
Jeez. You know, I'm redoing your avatar. Screw it.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
well, we're not paying for it though.
No, for free. This is my little mistake. I gotta make up for it.
Fair enough.
Because like one's like in one kind of fashion, the other one's like, eh. It's like, why? So we're talking about Hollywood. I'm talking about Natalie's eyes.
Anyways,
One mistake after another.
anyways, Jacob, continue. Oh, and by the way, welcome back. Thank you for putting the dollar in the basket.
Yay!
You're welcome. Okay, is the Flashpoint movie the same as the Flashpoint comic at all?
I think
imagine.
I think they're going to try and do it similar to the animated movie. Or
No, I was talking
hopefully
about
they
the
do.
comic. Like, you know, it was a comic, right?
Yeah, obviously, but like,
you know those things exist.
yeah, I know, but I think they were going to try and make it similar to the animated film.
Yeah, I was asking you if the animated film was similar to the comic, or if things kind of diverged there. You don't know the answer to that.
No, I don't know anything about it, so.
And hang on, I need to readjust.
Okay. She's thinking.
You
No,
get that little,
I've got
get that
my
little dragon somewhere.
I've got my Yeti microphone, and like I've got nowhere to put it, so I'm literally just holding it, so my arm is hurting. That's why.
Oh, I have it on a TV. I have mine on a TV dinner tray.
Ooh, fancy.
Go find a plate or a cutting board and just put it on your lap.
Jeez. But no,
Right,
what exactly is this?
One second.
What was,
Flashpoint.
yeah, Flashpoint. What exactly is it?
Basic premise, at least when I know the comic. Flash goes back in time and ruins everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so basic premise is the same.
So basically, so
Flash
like
ruins everything.
Superman, it goes back in time and he changes things so that like Superman, instead of being found by the Kents,
He's found by the
he's-
government.
yeah, so he's put in a room where he doesn't have access to sunlight, so he just withers away and is like really weak and stuff like that. And then Batman, instead of his parents getting killed, he's the one who actually gets killed, and then that makes his dad turn into Batman, and his mother
His
goes.
mother into Joker. Yeah, I saw that
Okay,
one.
I didn't see the mother one in the comic though.
You didn't? They did a cover art for it.
Oh, maybe. I don't know, but it wasn't
It
in the story.
was an interesting concept. I actually kind of like that.
I like how they did it with like her putting her hand over her mouth, and then that became
The Joker smile.
It
yeah.
might have been a spin-off. I don't know.
Oh, I got chills when I saw that in at least the animated movie. But apparently, the comic book, Thomas Wayne is talking to his Joker wife, and they kind of have like a moment of reconciliation. And then he's like, in the other universe, Bruce is alive and we're dead. And then he's like, he turns out like me. And she's like, what, a doctor? And he's like, no. And she starts like crying because she realizes that he becomes Batman.
Aww. That is heartbreaking.
I know, it's so fun. It's such a good fucking story. I mean, for all these like going back in time, fucking things up and fixing things, it's really good.
Is someone making
I guess
tea?
it was a spin-off because I do not remember that from the original comic at all.
Is someone making tea? Because I think I hear like.
Oh no! Oh, whoops! No, that's my man.
Tell your man to get back in the kitchen.
He was in the kitchen.
Oh, that reminds me of that one meme with Ray, like, show me where my place is. It's a emo hair going, just motioning to the kitchen. It's like really, really funny picture. I don't remember his name because I fucked him. I don't know.
What? Did you say you fucked him?
I don't kiss and tell.
Jesus Christ.
But you just did though.
Nor do I ask for consent.
That's why we're asking. Okay. Go ahead and leave us on teaser. Nice little cliffhanger. Hanging from a cliff.
Like, you know what
Tune in
Star Wars
next
is,
month.
right?
That's why it's called cliffhanger.
I fucking can't stand Star Wars.
You can't? Oh.
No. Ever
We
since
can't
I
be
was
friends
born,
now.
ever since I was born, up until now, it's just been constantly shoved in my face and lauded as the best thing to ever exist ever. And I'm just like, no, it fucking isn't. It's the corniest shit, and I want it out my face. I don't want a new one every year. I don't want people obsessing about it. I don't want it getting this legendary status that it clearly doesn't deserve.
Oh, true. That's
Oh
why
my
my
gosh.
franchise is Warhammer 40k.
You're just going out on Star Wars, aren't you, Natalie?
I just can't stand it. I've literally had enough. It's everyone that you talk to acts as if it's the second coming of Jesus, and I'm like, mate.
Well, it's good, but
according to the new story arc and the leaks in the new Star Wars movies, the new Star Wars sequels is literally the second coming of Jesus.
really?
Yeah, they're doing this whole avatar. At least this is what I read. They're doing like an avatar thing where every so many years, like the champion of the Force is resurrected, and the last time it was Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And this chick, this Mary Sue, is the reincarnation of Darth Vader.
So there's going to be a scene. There's going to be a scene in the next Star Wars film, apparently, where she says to Luke, "Let me guess, you're my father," and he goes, "No, you're mine."
That's at least what I read, but
because she's the reincarnation of Darth Vader. And you know what? This is how you know she's a Mary Sue, because I hate Star Wars, but obviously I know all about it because you can't fucking get away from it. But the struggles that Anakin had to go through in the fucking prequels, none of that happens to Rey. She gets to sail through life just knowing everything, not having to learn anything. She just knows how to do shit.
Genetic memory.
I hate Star Wars Sue now.
Star Wars Sue.
Now again, this is just what I read from like it was a leak, kind of like the Stan's 1984 leak back in the Ghostbusters prequel thing, and the story plot has all the same beats as the Empire.
It's like poetry; it rhymes.
Well, no, it has the exact same beats as the Empire Strikes Back, with Luke being Yoda and all this kind of shit, right? And it almost sounded so absurd until the new trailers came out. And I'm like, oh shit! Yeah. There's a couple of characters that were actually explicitly named in this. They got
a fucking snow planet. They got something to replace the fucking Ewoks, which were the fucking shittiest part of the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Just one letter away from porn.
So do we want to bring another person in
Wow.
just to kind of keep things? Not that we're kicking. Okay, a lot of things have changed since you've been here, Jacob. What we do is we kind of bring in two people at a time.
Well.
We usually bring 2 people in at a time, but since you're like back from the grave, we decided to give you a little bit extra time. So we got to figure out who else wants to join in with Jacob and join in the conversation. So
All right, to go down the line, pick one.
Yep, we kind of double people up just kind of to keep things moving, and it makes funner conversations.
Yeah.
Where's new Jacob at? Where can I?
New Jacob? I haven't seen him yet.
Oh,
New Jacob.
you scared? We all know what happened to New Coke.
Let's see.
Well, who else is at the Google Hangouts?
Firesteel says he can't go because he's going to be leaving soon. Oh, that's a bummer.
Bring one of the females. One that's in my
Jesus
league.
Christ.
That sounds like a ritual.
Here you are with Dust Skeletor sitting on an iPad saying, "Bring me one of these. Bring me a female."
Bring me a wench.
Hey man, yeah.
Preferably one that's within my league.
Bring me an actress.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, I'm going to bring in Kahuna Drake then, since she says she has 2 or 3 topics. So I'm sending her
Freaking
a
Skeletor.
link. Kahuna Drake, you've been, holy shit, how long have you been a fan of ours? You've given us a good chunk of money.
Yeah. Increase your Patreon, please.
Almost as long as I have, but but more consistent.
Yes, she didn't bail on us. I'm
Cautious
fucking with you.
insult.
Life
Oh,
comes at you fast.
Well, technically, I haven't been here as long either, so.
So what I'm thinking
It's
about
been a
doing
while.
is we'll bring Kahuna in for a bit, and then we'll bring Christina Phoenix and rotate out Jacob with Christina Phoenix. That way, the two BFFs will be in the same conversation together. And then that way,
Sisters forever.
Yep.
Funny.
And then I'll be with my little harem.
Oh gosh. Harem that you can look at, but you can't touch.
Just like the last 24 years of my life.
Jeez. It's like you build yourself a mansion, but you can't go inside of it.
What's the name of the chick in Star Wars again?
Ray.
What about Chicken Star Wars?
Ray.
Wait.
Why?
The chick
'cause-
in Star Wars, not chicken.
Oh.
It's because I'm typing up the description for this thing so that I know kind of like what I need to add
All
to
right.
the thing.
Ray something dildos?
Oh, I wrote
Hello.
the Last Jedi story
How are
leads to me the
you?
same as Empire
See, your
Strikes Back.
avatar looks fine. See, your eyes aren't all messed up. See, I knew what I was doing when I drew you, so. I know what I just said. I knew what I was doing when I did you.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Strap-ons.
And she didn't even get a movie part after, so
It was all love.
see, I'm almost certain that that's how Emilia Clarke got her part in Game of Thrones. Because let's be honest, it wasn't for the acting.
No.
I still haven't watched Game of Thrones. I'm just gonna
Let's see.
save that for when I'm really depressed.
The producer was like, "Wow, she's really good at showing off her tits. What part can we give her?"
The titty part. Are you done writing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Amuse me.
Okay. So,
yeah,
Kahuna, you
so-
said you had a few topics you wanted to bring up?
So NBC decided to dredge up Gamergate by conflating gamers with the alt-right movement.
Yep, I saw
Yeah,
that.
apparently Discord is
And?
a tool of the Ku Klux Klan.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's hilariously bad. I mean,
Why?
well, it's because what they're trying to do is they're trying to do the usual slanderous news pieces. They couldn't beat Gamergate, so now they're like, oh well, they're secretly racists and shit. And it's like, motherfucker, do you realize that some of the heads of the Gamergate movement were just people of all walks of life, all genders, all races?
None of them child molesters from what I recall.
What?
Hey,
Unlike the
Yes.
other side.
Yeah, exactly.
guess which side of Gamergate ended up being the ones who were raping women?
Yeah, exactly.
I guess we don't have to.
Another anti-Gamergate has molested a woman. Oh, shocker.
Yeah.
I do not remember. I do not remember molesting any of these women, but I choose now to live as a gay man.
Jeez. Internet drama, hooray!
It's just stupid because it's like, well, a lot of people use Discord. They're not necessarily gamers per se.
Yeah.
Just because of the privacy it offers. So
Well, it's also such an easy
And it's
fucking
not Skype.
platform. Yeah.
What, people assume that you need to be a gamer to use Discord, or what?
I mean,
mean,
if you're gonna play politics, I think they advertise that Antifa to use Discord, and I'm sure ISIS probably uses Discord for one of their little fucking terrorist cells. So
I'm pretty sure Hitler is also still alive and using Discord.
Well, no, he was still alive. According to the Kennedy papers, he was still alive and living in Argentina.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Really?
Apparently, that CIA dump has some pretty interesting things in it, from what I've heard third hand. I still have to like find out where all this shit's at so I can read it.
Well, you have to confirm that for us. You can't just leave us hanging like that.
Oh,
Well,
you go watch Alex Jones. You go do it yourself.
Yeah.
There were things in the Kennedy report, like how it turns out there were multiple shooters and things like that.
Interesting.
It was aliens, wasn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Probably.
Illuminati, guys. Illuminati was Hitler. He's leading the Ku Klux Klan today.
I love how people act like the CIA and the FBI like have never done anything wrong. Like this is the organization that fucking bans Charlie Chaplin because they thought it was a communist. Like the fuck.
Oh my gosh. You gotta love the politics.
and MK.
What is
Ultra
that? I
was
heard a
on
cricket in the
website.
background.
That's me. That's my
Oh, okay.
mouse.
What are you doing?
You're talking about MK Ultra.
Yeah, like that was like a really ethical and thought out experiment that they had planned.
with that fucking arcade game. What the hell was it called? Polybius.
Polybius.
Yeah.
Phobius?
Polybius.
Polybius?
Polygamist. Mel gets the joke. Ah, ha, 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 ha.
For obvious reasons. Oh, you're freaking funny.
Actually, there was like a really good documentary that's over like an hour long, where the host like traces back like his research to get to the bottom of the myth. It basically was a piece of fake news that was published in a gaming magazine from like 2003, I think.
Oh,
Fake
wow.
news in a gaming news organization. Wow.
Oh, shocker.
Wow.
I mean, it was funny because they're talking about, gaming myths and stuff like that. So that was the whole thing. There was like soliciting ideas or something. And it was funny because they actually got the guy who actually published the article. And he said, we didn't really do our like background checks.
No shit.
That is funny.
On the one hand, game journalists be like, well, of course we have integrity and publish honest news. On the other hand, they're like, this arcade machine makes you insane, guys.
Oh, that reminds me. Tech
That's
Raptor.
the FBI. Egg Raptor?
Tech Raptor.
Oh, okay.
Sure, what's that?
An ego raptor.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
what I thought you said.
It's the newest game that's about to go foul.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Yeah, apparently they threw their Gamergate writers under the bus recently, trying to
Oh.
delete their articles or saying on the editorials, this does not represent our
interesting.
views anymore.
This is not who we are. This is not who we represent.
Yeah, this all happened because Nathan Grayson complained about them being on the Steam Curator page.
Yeah, well, people have got nothing fucking better to do. Like, literally, they don't do anything with their lives. The only thing they have to do with their lives is to ruin other people's lives. They see
Yeah.
people actually going out and doing things, and they're like, oh, well, that person's making me feel bad about how I haven't done shit all with my life. I better take them down.
Yeah, exactly.
Thankfully, all we had to do is wait for them to come out as soldiers.
Jeez.
They kind of just defeat themselves.
It's like the Watchdog incident. Was it? No, it wasn't Watch Dogs, was it? I can't remember.
Watch Dogs, what?
I don't know. I'm thinking of something completely different.
You're talking about the game where you get to shoot Doug Walker?
No, it was one of our podcasts where this guy who's coming out with this really great game, and so the feminists went to his Twitter and started pulling out all these quote unquote anti-feminist comments that he made.
Oh, it's
You're talking
something.
The Last Night is what you're talking
The
about.
Yeah,
Last
the
Night.
last night. Yeah, that one, not Watchdog, the last night.
Yeah.
So I didn't mean to confuse you all.
It wasn't even really like it wasn't even really anti-feminist. It was just like
wasn't.
and it wasn't even like insulting. It was just saying I'm not for this. I'm for this.
For just like the all around open-mindedness, not just one-sided.
No, you
Well,
have
that's
to
just
And they dropped their tampons on that.
What?
It's a term of feminists just losing it, dropping their tampons.
All
Well,
right.
you know, that just assumes they use basic hygiene.
They bleed free, don't you know?
Oh gosh.
Thank you for chat.
No, thank you.
Anyways,
That's the worst.
I'm gonna bring in Kahuna Drake here real quick.
Kahuna's right
Or
there.
sorry, Kitten. Sorry, the other one.
The other one, the other cute one.
The other female.
Yeah. Gotta bring
Yes.
the in.
So I guess in other news, the November 4th revolution was a failure, and it's not okay to be white.
I thought that was. I thought the number 4 thing was fake
Who would
news or
have
something.
thought?
Wow. Never thought being white was a bad thing.
So you remember that Power Rangers thing? Green power, red power, blue power. Well, hi guys.
It's the White Ranger. Hi guys.
Jeez.
The reaction videos are funny though because it's just a 4chan troll that they did. And it's just a fucking innocuous piece of white paper. It's okay to be white. And people are just like, oh my god, I was going in for exam and I was just so feeling the heavy and I literally was shaking watching this. It's like
The people who put them up weren't even white.
It's so fucking ridiculous because I mean, like, it's not even like they were saying, oh well, black people are just terrible, hot, and Asians, oh god, disgusting. It was just saying it's all right if you're white.
But the sick is funny because it's explicit.
I've heard this somewhere before. It's not that we're going on a downward slope. We're like at the bottom or something. Like we can't go any further.
No.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of room left to slide.
Let's get shovels.
The
Just
same
dig
people,
through this bedrock.
the same people who claim that, like, the same people that claim that racism is like exclusive to white people are also the same people who are being racists.
Hello. Hello.
Oh,
Just in time for our racist talk.
Amuse me.
A bunch of white people talking about racism. This should be good.
You don't know what skin color I am, dog.
Oh, okay, good point.
Say.
Can't see anything underneath
Don't
all
eat
that
you
dark
off.
clothing. I could be a polar bear for all you know.
Well, I'm half black, so that doesn't mean I'm half oppressed or.
well, see, it depends. You gotta take the square. You gotta take the square root of your race.
Times that by your oppression rating and then divide it by how
If you're
privileged
Asian, you're a
you are.
double oppressor.
If you're Asian, you could do this math easily.
Okay.
All right, let's see who's not laughing and they're part Asian.
Oh, that was good. I'm rather proud of myself.
You should be ashamed for you.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm crying right now.
Yes.
Inverted racist ink.
There we go. New slogan. Copyright.
It's alright because her logo is dark and light. So
Oh.
Yeah, see? Both get along just fine. Except
with
one's
the
sad,
black-
the other one's, you know.
Yeah, the black half is
The
sad. What's
privileges.
wrong? It should be inverted so the white half has more guilt.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We need to feel sorry for what others have done in the past.
Oh yeah. Any of you seen the Will Wheaton tweet?
Oh,
Yeah,
I can't stand anything to do with fucking Will Wheaton. He hasn't done it, and he hasn't done a good thing in his life since Stand By Me. Like,
I thought you were gonna say Star Trek. I'm like, not even that.
Like about like the recent tweet about the thing,
No, I haven't heard anything about it.
the shooting.
oh, which one? There's been like, are you
The
talking about the
recent
one
one.
today?
Like one today, yeah.
Yeah. What did you say?
The murdered victims were in a church. If you hold on, got the tab on the way.
Okay.
If prayers did anything, they'd still be alive. You worthless sack of shit.
What?
Wait, what did I say?
If prayer did anything, they'd still be alive, you worthless sack of shit.
If what did anything?
If prayer, like praying.
Oh. Well, thanks for that sensitivity there, Will Wheaton.
Yeah, well done.
Shut up, Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley. Yes.
Well, this is the
that's a
same
bit of a
guy
dick
that this is the same guy that said that Anita Sarkeesian was one of the most influential people of the year. So,
Dude, Anita Sarkeesian's a hoe.
I wonder if I'm blocked by him. Oh, shoot, I'm not blocked by him. I am going for it.
Oh,
Will
dude,
Will Wheaton is the only person I hoped was molested when he was a child actor.
Jeez.
Engage.
Shut up, Wesley. And send.
That's why he was so sad during Stand By Me.
Oh my gosh.
That wasn't really a leech on his cock. That was a Weinstein.
You know what's even scarier is fucking Will Wheaton's kids look older than him.
Yeah.
Maybe when we got raped, he's like a vampire thing where like he's staying the same age from here till eternity. It's kind of like Interview with a Vampire, except it's more like casting couch with a vampire. Casting couch with a Weinstein.
You know what though? Harvey Weinstein is actually better than Kevin Spacey because at least Harvey Weinstein didn't molest anyone underage.
Jeez.
That we know of.
Well, yeah.
Oh come on, you know that he was going after Emma Watson when she was probably Hermione had a hymen, so you know.
Fucking hell! Actually, there was a British newspaper. I can't remember which one it is, but they were having like a countdown to Emma Watson's like 18th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And they were posting like weird pictures. Like, how pervy is that though? Like being like, oh, 4 days to go.
That's not disturbing or anything.
I'm a
How
creepy
long
skeleton.
until
I'm
this
disturbed by
doesn't
that.
become creepy?
It chills my bones.
I am not amused.
Sorry. Oh, what else have we got?
I think it's weird, like fucking looking for gaming news. It's all like how to make the gaming industry less sexist. I'm like, who's shitting out these articles?
Are we still doing this?
Again, the fucking gaming industry, like everyone says, who's actually lived through the entirety of the gaming industry, the history of the gaming industry, said, like Mel said, even in like the SJW trilogy, gaming used to be like so frowned upon. It used to be like nerds. Oh my god, you're a nerd if you play video games. You're an outcast. You're a social outcast. It's like playing Dungeons and Dragons still, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody wanted to admit to being a gamer. You were ostracized. You're a Nintendo nerd, etc. And now it's become something that's a lot more, you know, socially acceptable because it's so mainstream. And then they got to find something wrong with it. Whereas back in the day, it didn't matter if you were man, woman, boy, girl, black, white, Asian. You were still a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Orange.
Right?
Orange.
Trump.
Oh gosh, no.
But I mean, you're still a fucking nerd. You're still ostracized for that.
Pakistanis.
And that now it's like, oh, we're oppressed. And it's like, you know, when it comes to the gaming community, number one, you get so much shit if you just do a shit job. If you suck at Counter-Strike, you get called every name under the fucking sun.
Yeah.
It's performance based. If you're good, you get respect.
Wow, wow.
If not, you suck. It's just that there's so many fucking snowflakes going into the goddamn gaming thing where they get the classic shit talk that's on gaming on the live streams and shit, and they can't take it and they just say, oh, they're being sexist. It's like, no, you cunt.
Mate,
Just a bunch of whiners.
Go to Comic-Con and see how many people are dressed as fucking Jill Valentine or Claire Redfield or Cammy from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Any of these fucking people. How many people are dressed as Bayonetta?
Yeah,
I actually think I found one.
Well, no, Bayonetta was even like one of those things that was kind of like a split controversy. Some feminists said she was a positive, empowered role model, whereas other people said she was over-sexualized.
Yeah.
And it's like, can you guys decide on one?
No,
I think half of them are impressed.
Wait until they find out that it was actually the female developers behind Silent Hill 3 who decided to give Heather a skirt.
Yeah.
And plenty of upskirt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was the men in the department who want to give her pants to make her seem more masculine and not as sexy. But the women were like, no, we want to give her a skirt, man. Give her some sex appeal. Yeah, they lost. The men lost.
Like they
These are
always
fun.
do.
Shut up.
There's a picture somewhere. I'll find it now, but like it's a comparison shot like between where basically all of these Hollywood quote unquote feminists
Yeah.
dressed for the Oscars in these fucking revealing like outfits, and then they compare it with like these porn stars showing up at like a similar award ceremony for pornographic actresses, and they're dressed up like very modestly. And it's like, mate,
Very tasteful.
don't give me that shit about feminism.
You treat
Exactly.
you treat the queens like whores, and you treat the whores like queens.
Exactly.
Sounds
Do
like
they
some
not
of them have
understand
standards.
women like to be sexy too?
Yes, they don't understand that. It's like that one picture, that one meme of the feminist who looks like a fucking librarian standing outside of a Hooters protesting, and meanwhile the good-looking chicks are inside Hooters just having a fucking fantastic time.
Exactly.
Oh, there was one little comment was like picturing
I never
I
got
think
the
it
whole
was S&M map, Fuboo, and it's like, yeah, I sure love strong movies.
Oh yeah, they're fun.
I mean, it's just like
Yeah,
a regular
TikTok
fucking
race
restaurant
tour.
franchise.
What?
I was talking about
Hooters?
Hooters. After
Oh.
being in one.
Your Hooters?
Do you work at Hooters?
No.
Oh.
Jesus Christ!
I like the wings, but when I go in there, it's just like, it's not even that fucking sexualized. It's like, so I really don't get the point. I mean, there's kids there. I mean, it's just like, yeah, I don't get what people are talking about this whole time.
All I know is like if the little skirts get any shorter, they're gonna need to wear 2 hairnets.
Link posted in the Google Hangouts.
Oh, I see.
jeez.
Yeesh.
Let me see.
It's like they're not wearing
Click on
clothes at all.
the link. Wow.
Again.
It's an art museum gala.
Christmas.
Put on some
Oh.
pants.
Yep. Again, you treat the queens like whores and the whores like queens.
Jeez.
Talk about the emperor with no clothes.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing people have been talking about with like gaming and all this polarization. Is it because it's become more popular and like acceptable and kind of cool that
Exactly.
people
If
from
it's-
the normal parts of our culture feel like they need to comment about it, whereas like probably 10 years ago people wouldn't give a shit.
Exactly.
It's because let's face it, feminism doesn't need to exist in the Western world anymore. So
No.
the thing is,
Yeah.
because feminism doesn't need to exist, because we do have equal rights to men. There isn't a right that a man has that a woman doesn't have in this country, in the US, in anywhere in the Western world. So they need to find little niches. They need to go to these places that they think are dominated by men, because obviously there must be some sexist element to it. Pick out all the little tiny details, because if people realize that feminism isn't needed anymore, then these people who are professional feminists, what are they going to do? They won't have a job. There won't be any need for them anymore.
Yeah, they won't be able to laze around and complain all the time, because if they're not needed in the Western Hemisphere anymore, that means they're going to have to go over to third world countries
Yes.
where
And
it'll be
actually
more
have to
difficult for them
work.
to actually, but they'll actually have to work.
But
Exactly.
that's because there's no fucking money in the third world countries and other cultures where like
Oh, yeah, there's
women
making
are
progress.
having like genital mutilation and shit. There's big money in the fucking gaming industry. That's what
Well,
the problem is.
that's what Aaron Pizzi says, is that it's just a huge con, is what feminism is.
Yeah.
It's just fraud.
Isn't everything?
I mean, would you let yourself get paid thousands and thousands of dollars every fucking month to go to universities and talk some bullshit about how you're being oppressed?
Yeah, and then play like a video game and be like, oh my god, this video game's sexist, and you don't like bother playing the other half of the game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like it wasn't the Anita and the infamous Hitman segment, but there was another game that came out recently, and you can play as a male character and a female character, and they totally skewed what could happen in the game by just playing as like the female character, and it's like, oh, this female character is getting so beaten up and so hurt, and it's like you're not playing as a male character where the same shit happens.
Exactly.
In fact, it might have been that same NBC fucking art that expose video. I can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember where the fuck I saw it. But I guess it doesn't matter. But still, again,
it's
it's
a non-issue. You forgot what the game
No,
was.
it was they showed a clip from the NBC thing where they were talking about how the games promote sexism and racism, and in that the video they were playing in the background while they were saying that was the Friday the 13th game.
yes.
That was
it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Are you
You were
kidding?
playing where you were playing as the black counselor girl, and Jason like punches off her head, and they're saying, "Look, see, this game is racist and sexist." And it's like, yeah, what about all the fucking male characters?
Are you
What about all the
kidding
white
me?
characters?
What about exactly what about the white male characters, black male characters? There's an entire fucking diverse array, and then they focus on this one little section because, again, it's the fucking definition of fake news.
Oh my word!
Kids club of a murder smorgasbord.
Also, Matt, people in the YouTube chat saying they can't find the link, so can you post it? Like the one to the porn star thing.
Oh yeah.
Also, if you spell my name wrong again, I'm going to come over there. Do something.
It's funny because I've seen the Reddit.
You can spell his name wrong.
Porn star fashion.
Okay,
it's like more of the same.
Oh.
Like Coke.
Regular dresses half the time.
I can't paste the URL though, but if you go to Imager, it's just /a/lowercase kva.
Why don't you post it on Discord?
Okay,
Yeah.
Discord.
Yeah,
We'll do
post on
Discord. Give you guys those perks of the Discord.
Yay!
All
Finally.
right, it's under general.
And that is hilarious.
Yep. Pretty sexy though, but still hilarious. Anyways, we got to let Jacob go, and we got to cycle in Dust, I believe.
In the wind.
What,
Yep.
angel dust?
Angel Dust.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Those porn stars literally look like they're teenagers waiting for prom.
I know, right?
I know, isn't it so modest? Meanwhile, you can tell which people actually look like the genuine horrors. So it's just for attention and Harvey Weinstein's money and
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
Jeez.
classy to wear glitter over your nipples. That's great.
yep,
Hey,
and just glitter.
a couple of women come out and say that Harvey Weinstein touched them, and all of a sudden there's a huge outcry. Meanwhile, you got guys coming out saying that they were literally actually raped
Fucking
as
Terry Crews, man.
little boys, and they've been saying that for years, and no one's given a shit.
Yeah, there's your equality.
You're going to ruin the Hollywood industry.
Oh, if it happens to a woman, it's a big deal. But when it happens to men, well, nobody really cares.
I will probably never step into a movie theater ever again.
Yeah, I say pirate the fuck out of these people. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, I need to let Artemis go. So great seeing you again, dude. And this is fun.
Bye-bye.
We must see you again next month.
Yes.
Come back more often.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have winches. And apparently we have ladies who actually, I guess,
Have self-respect.
well, they have our fan base has a very, very keen sense of bullshit.
Self-esteem.
Bullshit. No, they know
Okay.
bullshit when they smell it.
Yeah.
Our fan base is woke.
Yes,
Yeah.
red pill. Anyways, we'll let you go.
All right. See ya.
Later, man.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, and I'm sending Dust his his invite, and not saying that either one of the ladies have to go because both of them are fairly quiet. So
Yeah,
if
you
they-
guys.
as long as all ladies stay quiet, you're allowed to stay. joking, but we're just kind of moving people through. So
Either don't talk or already have something in your mouth.
and I believe Dust is a newbie. I'm not quite sure, but
Are they new?
I remember you
I think
just
they are,
got him his avatar. So
Oh yeah.
yep. So anyways, if you're new to this thing, your invite will be in your Patreon message box.
Yeah.
And you gotta install Hangouts and all that kind of shit. So yeah, that's
You gotta do work.
Yep. If you guys have that kind of stuff preset up with like a Chrome browser or Internet Explorer, then you know the drill. Anyways, ladies.
That's me.
The two BF. No, not you.
Oh.
I said ladies. I've seen what you've drawn. Anyways, the BFFs. What do you guys got? Christina, I'm particularly talking to you.
Christina,
because-
Kahuna.
Well, Kuna's brought up some good topics already. I'm
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to get...
Okay, yeah, Christina, you're on the plateau.
I didn't really have a topic. I just
She just wants to be here so that she can like draw more porn of me and Cammy White from Street Fighter.
You can talk about.
Why do I have to be here to get that?
I don't know.
Because it's fun.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, good, I'm in.
That's what I thought. All these ladies around. That's what I thought in my my avatar of me and Cammy White.
Looks like you're not getting anywhere though. She looks so annoyed.
She does look annoyed. She's looking back like, what the hell are you doing to my ass?
No,
Is
it's
this your
just
first
that,
time or what?
Yes, yes, it is.
You're sticking your tongue in the wrong hole, damn it.
Noobs. Am I
Or
right?
am I?
No, you are.
Anyways,
My assumptions. Just
we're
take
so
it.
sorry, Dust.
No, it's fine. I knew what I was getting into.
Okay, good man. At least I don't want to assume your gender, but good man.
No, I'm a man.
Thank goodness. I
Okay,
can only
okay.
handle so many women.
Really quick, Christina, if you want to post that picture in Discord, apparently Hidden wants to see it.
Okay,
Oh
I will.
no.
Feel free to share it around. I'm a whore. I don't care.
I don't know. We should like have like a Patreon for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we're in it.
Oh God.
No, I mean like other Patreons. Gosh dang it! Like
Just
they
post
need
it in
to see
general.
stuff.
Yeah, I see it.
He's got
But,
something going on there.
Kitten, next time I'm going to need to like send Joker like a better picture of my schlong or something like that because it's way it looks
Do
mutilated.
not send her dick pics.
I have no idea where the hell that dick came from, but that ain't mine. I mean,
Christina, why?
I mean, it looks like a pencil eraser. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Why not? I suppose.
I had nothing to do with that specific part.
Like Christina, if you
If
need
you need a
references,
dick
I
picture,
can
you
find
should just
some-
asked instead
Yes.
of try to assume
Fuboo,
and then
please.
humiliate me like that.
Actually, you don't
No,
need to
Matt,
ask.
send
Just
her
go
nothing.
Pornhub and type it in.
I think you did better in the second one that I sent you.
Yeah.
I don't know, you can post that one too if you want. But you got to consider who's involved. Actually, no, don't post that one. Post the one of me and Max because apparently everybody wants to see that one. No one has. Him and his very feminine hips.
There were secrets down south.
Going down south, I'm going to have myself a time.
Oh, God. This is funny. Yeah, Christina, you definitely gotta do some more now.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Irish Seal's like, you made it. You let this happen, Lillian. You let it happen. In big caps, I'm like, yeah.
Please donate to Christina's Patreon.
In fact, well, Christina's like, hey, I'm going to commission something with Jokar with you, and I need to know who you want to be with, who you want to be shipped with, and I want to know what position you want. So I'm like, all right, how about Cammy White? And maybe I'm, well, you guys have seen it for yourself.
Oh, you don't want to go into detail for those who haven't?
And yes, Fire Seal CCS has dark secrets, and maybe one day I'll expose all of them. But
There
Oh
you
my
go.
word.
LMX Cinemax has been posted.
Woo!
let's take a
more.
look at the Kit Kat's like, oh yeah.
Oh, I met Kit Kat in person, by the way.
Yeah, we know. At
You're
Comic
a
Con.
very sweet person. Yeah, that was so cool. She
Jesus
just-
Christ, this is the most people we've had in our Discord channel at one time since ever.
Progress.
It's all that porn.
There's all
Appreciate it.
12 of you, 12 people, and Angie's not one of them.
Where's Angie at?
And she hasn't been on today. I think she's busy.
Aw. She needs to stop being so busy.
Max's face is just fucking priceless.
That was my favorite part when he was drawing that because he drew those live, and they were fucking great. I was dying when I saw Max.
Okay. You need to post the link to where he's live drawing that because I want to see.
I don't. They're not live anymore.
Oh, but I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. That's the happiest I've ever seen Max.
When I showed Laughing in that, he said that, and I was dying. I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard.
Who would have thought porn would be so funny?
Oh.
Well,
it's
that's how we
hilarious.
do more now. I think that's how we're going to increase our Patreon, guys. We need more porn.
Well, you know what, you guys.
$15 patrons get a porn picture each month.
Ooh.
You guys can be shipped with Laughing Man because apparently he's just as big a whore as Harvey Weinstein. There's already rumors of a CCS casting couch, so go ahead.
Really? Is there?
Is there?
Well, come
Yeah,
on.
is there?
Come on, Mel. You know how you got the job.
Oh, jeez.
No, I'm making shit up.
Of course.
I made a joke a while back, and I was waiting to see if anybody was starting to like get suspicious.
No.
A virtual casting couch, maybe?
Yeah, avatars.
Oh, should I show the giggle cunt and Cinecooch?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Rule 63. Here we go. Yeah. It's my Rule 63, and I named it Giggle Cunt.
Oh my gosh.
Instead of laughing, I'm like, how about Giggle Cunt?
Why don't we have this separate on a Discord? Just so for all this stuff to go on there. Cheshire Cut Studios.
Well, then you will definitely get kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah, we would.
Fire Steel's like, gotta go, see ya. Well, you know what, Fire Steel, just keep sticking around inside the Discord chat. You'll probably be wondering what the fuck is going on.
I think I only have 2 more CCS related pictures.
Oh yeah.
Only 2?
Hey, I don't have that many.
Aren't I being like Rule 63 with like Giggle Cunt? Like,
I already posted that one.
Which I'm not sure if it's masturbation or not. I just don't know how to classify that.
Is that incest or masturbation?
You need to show me these.
They're
on the
These
Discord.
they're
These are the
posted
greatest
inside
questions
of
of our time.
Really?
Jacob's like, delete.
It's too late.
Yeah, the only other 2 I have is the one from Miki. Which Matt's seen that one.
Have I?
Yeah, that's the one of Kitten.
Oh, see
Now, I'm
now
missing out on so much.
this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do is have like an entirely different Patreon thing where people can ship themselves with yours truly, and it's only like $20.
That's the next tier.
And for $500 you get the live stream.
Oh no!
Yeah, we said 500. The $500 tier on Patreon is the CCS gangbang.
That's
You guys
Laughing
have
Man
fun
in
with
his
that.
harem.
We're gonna be like Daz Games where he's like, yeah, I'll show you a picture of my ass or show my picture of me naked.
I'll send news if you send me if you send me $500. And someone actually sent him $500. He was like, oh.
live on Twitch, and he's like, what the fuck?
Well, I can't disappoint.
I love how like I was originally watching Daz Games and Matt was like, what the fuck are you watching? This guy's a fruitcake. And now he watches it too, and I'm like, well.
Fruitcake, huh? Oh my gosh, Matt, you're such a hypocrite.
What are you insinuating?
Nothing, I'm just saying.
She's sitting there looking at that CMX Laughing Man picture, being like, "Oh yeah, Daz is fruitcake."
Did you guys see what I put in the Discord chat, by the way?
Actually, let's see
no,
if I can.
Yes, I did.
I did. Do I need?
So,
Oh, I need
yeah, pretty much my family just reversed the color of the parents.
Go ahead and open that up real quick. I didn't have it on. Well, I don't want to be left out in the loop, you guys.
Do you guys want me to create a channel for like not safe for work fan art?
Yes, please.
All right, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Come on.
Let's see.
Let's see, create channel.
Gotta happen. I'm surprised it hasn't already.
Just have Laughing Man on top of a wheelchair
There you go.
at the top of the stairs. That's not safe for work at all.
You guys now have a not safe for work fan art channel for CCS inside the CCS big channel.
I'll
thing.
post them when I get a chance.
I just saw the
Oh, Matt, you're
parental
such a dork.
protection for it, and it's basically just saying, "Are you over 18? Nope, or continue."
Who the hell answers those? When I was 12, I was like, yeah, I'm totally 18. Click.
Well, it's like using parental protection on Google. No one uses it.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go,
Oh my
Fuboo. I'm
gosh,
posting the
there it
links for
is.
you.
Here we go.
Continue. Oh, this is beautiful.
I look forward to what's coming.
That means I'm just gonna have to get more. You're encouraging me. This is bad.
So did you post it?
Oh,
yet?
please keep going. I like the
What,
fan.
Matt?
Did you post it yet or not? Because I'm not seeing
She
it.
did.
I don't see it. I created the fucking channel. I don't see
Tumblr
anything in
keeps
here.
blocking me
Oh
now.
no, she posted up in the sidebar there.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and post it up in the new
I'm
new
getting there.
page.
There we go.
Okay.
There's CMXLM.
Oh gosh.
How the hell do I get out of the safe mode thing on Tumblr? It's like you gotta sign in. I don't want to sign in.
I'd always make you fucking make it accounts. Like, no, I don't want to join your
Sorry,
account.
I'm looking for
All right.
Well, you go into the safe search, and then to the far
go-
right corner,
can-
there's like this little lock there. You just click on it, and then
Oh,
safe mode will
okay.
turn off.
Oh, okay.
Fuck it, I'm
Tumblr
posting
may
the other
contain
two as
sensitive
well.
data.
Why the fuck not?
Jesus
hell.
fucking Christ. So I click on the safe mode thing, and all of a sudden Jeff Goldblum pops up and he's looking at me all creepy and shit. I'm like, what the flying hell?
Wait, how do you turn safe mode off?
You go to Tumblr's search, and then you go over to the
Yeah.
far right hand corner, and there'll be a little lock there. You just click on it to turn it off.
I'm not seeing it.
I don't see shit.
I'm not
You
saying it.
guys can- Okay, hold on.
You have to be logged in.
Oh, God.
You have to log in. You have to
Oh,
log
for
into
fuck's
Tumblr.
I try to turn off safe mode, and all of a sudden there's Jeff Goldblum looking all pervy at me, which I posted inside the.
It was there for your safety.
Which I posted inside the fucking Deviant or not the.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
No, it's not.
No, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh, Matt, you're such a whore.
Now you can
See,
do
I
it. Now you can
just
do
saw some of
a.
I just saw some of the fan art you posted on the NSFW chat. Your most recent one, is that supposed to be you?
Yeah, that's a long story that I don't want to get into. I pissed off someone, so that's revenge art. I didn't commission that.
Okay. So first of all, you didn't draw this, correct?
No, these are all from Joker.
Joker. Okay. Because I was like, okay, someone wants to get fan art in revenge, and you're drawing the revenge piece. Congratulations.
The last time I
don't know.
pissed him off, he drew art of me and Kahuna doing some questionable things. So
Ooh, really?
That
Can I
I gotta
see that?
say.
Yeah, can we see that?
no.
What?
Aw.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What?
Sure you was.
see, laughing man can't make me do it now.
Oh, but lesbian.
I actually don't know where they're at the moment. I
Oh.
didn't save those.
Well, if you do find them, go ahead and put them up in the Discord, okay?
Okay.
Gotta say, I'm impressed.
Lesbians.
I do have the giggle cunt. Oh, that should be my patron request for the month. Giggle cunt.
Do it.
Yeah, wearing really skimpy outfits saying, I'm not a whore. I mean, I'm a whore banging a cheap one. Wearing a big fat stack of cash. In the bank.
Show me that big, fat stack of cash.
Hey, they're making more money than I am
Oh,
at the
that's
moment.
you.
Huh?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was going through your Tumblr. I'm like, hey, that little avatar looks familiar. A little Sonic avatar there.
Yeah. You,
Okay.
I think he follows you. He actually really likes your work.
Really?
hmm
Oh.
Actually, the first picture I ever commissioned CCS wise was the Laughing Man in Cinemax one because why the fuck not? And
Exactly.
I sent him. I think one of the things was from Laughing Man's picture from the Hentai game, and Cinemax's avatar from Pussy Crusher. Those are my references.
Oh gosh.
And he looks
I
at
still
it. He's
got
like,
those, by the way.
he's looking at it. He's like, is this inverted mind?
Yes. You know, I still want to make that an actual pillow and give it to Matt for Christmas.
Please do.
I don't know. Do I have Alex's
Anyways,
permission?
the amount of fucking hentai I had to watch for that fucking game to get the sound bites, like,
No.
I have to make a fucking Pornhub account because
My head hurts. Oh my god, my head hurts.
because
That's the only way you can download the fucking videos. So I'd be scrolling through fucking hentai, trying to find the right soundbite, and then I download it, and it's like, you need to have an account, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake.
That'd be funny if they appeared on the credits.
I need to play Pushy Crusher again sometime.
Pushy Crusher.
Pushy.
Push. Shut up.
We need to update it. Like, maybe I should add like another level or something. Well, if you hit like a certain score, the game will change, and it will be like Laughing Man in a sexy pose with like another.
Ooh, is that a commission?
Maybe.
Is that a commission? Do I get to draw a sexy Max?
If it's a cheap one, yes. But the thing is, like the hentai game and these little mini games, since basically everyone is gone now except for like me, Nat, and Mel, we're gonna need to like redo some of them, I think.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we can redo Pussy Crusher. We're going to need some sexy lines from you, Matt.
Pussy Crusher 2.
I was actually going to talk to you, Matt, a while ago, but you haven't been on.
No, Pussy Crusher
recently.
2-way.
Well, that's just regular old sex.
But no, I was actually going to talk to you, Matt, about the hentai game, but
Yeah, the hentai game is pretty much dead just because no one's around anymore. So we're gonna take what we kind of did and we're gonna create that horror story finally.
Okay. It was just sad because I had a bit of a fan following for a little bit there. I had quite a few fan art come out from it too.
What?
From what, Pussy Crusher?
Yeah. We had fan art of Pussy Crusher.
yeah, I remember that one. I remember. I love how the first time I ever played that, I was here, but I had a bunch of friends over, and I wasn't paying attention, and all of a sudden it's just Matt.
Do you know what's really annoying is when I say to my mum, oh, I'm working on a game, and she's like, oh, can I see it? And I'm like, no, you can't.
A lot of explaining to do.
Exactly.
Well, that's why we gotta go legit.
I mod Joker's streams, so I'm usually watching them. Having my mother walk in on that is not a good thing.
Oh, that's not going to happen here. My mom's watching football at the moment.
Oh, by the way, Mel, remember the for the old hentai game that we were gonna work on, how I created that ending?
Yeah.
And who actually got to see that? I don't recall who all saw that video.
The people in the Indigo Man chat saw your ending.
Yeah, my ending.
Your ending, yeah.
But anyways.
Yeah, I think that was about it.
Hey, by the way, I was gonna say, Dust.
Yes.
Are you looking forward to I'm a Celebrity?
It's no, the season was not starting here.
What?
I live in Australia.
Oh, okay. I thought you were English.
What are you insinuating, Natalie?
No, we are a bunch of British convicts after all.
Yeah.
I was gonna make the joke that the Australians are the British rednecks.
Yeah.
Well,
Listen, you guys don't know, man. I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here is great. There's nothing. There's nothing that signals Christmas quite like watching a bunch of celebrities in a jungle eating kangaroo bollocks.
jeez.
Unfortunately, it's the ones that don't you don't want to drop in there. The D-list celebrities. You want to stick someone in there like Harvey Weinstein.
They've had some quite big people in there. They had George Takei in there one season.
I'll see. The Australian version is a lot of very D-list celebrities and stuff I don't watch, like Home and Away or Neighbours.
Well, wasn't Margot Robbie in one of those? I can't remember which one. She was in an Australian like soap opera before she was.
She may have been. Like I said, I don't watch them. It's like wrestling; they get the same storylines over and over again.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, I hate to leave you like this, but I gotta get going. So.
No, you don't. Fuck off.
Yeah. You don't gotta leave. Fuck off. I'm like, what? But now I gotta go attend the family event and stuff like that. So.
No.
Oh, don't whine.
But we miss you, Fuboo.
Oh, I am always in your hearts or whatever organ you want me to be in.
Wherever there is porn to be drawn, she'll be there.
I will be there.
Oh, Fuboo Kit Kat
Yes.
says that number one, everyone's like, "Oh, that you're leaving because you're a horrible person." But Kit Kat also wants to remind you that she wants that Friday the 13th thing, that Friday the 13th picture
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
with me in the Canadian shorts or whatever the fuck it was.
We're actually going to release a follow-up Friday the 13th couch co-op with like some of the other bits, just because there were so many good bits in that.
Yeah, but we got to do that last two first. And
Yeah.
goddamn, I hope we don't turn into a Let's Play channel, but we need filler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is just filler between podcasts, because podcasts take ages to do, whereas couch co-op doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'll commission a PC version of Matt.
No, go ahead and go full frontal.
That's what I mean. Pussy Crusher version of Matt.
Oh, okay.
I'm still waiting on a commission from Fuboo.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It was the Bo Peep outfit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Okay.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, wait, what? What
No,
was
no,
this?
no.
Now it's a secret. Shush.
All right, I gotta go for it. Rerow and everything. All right, I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, later.
Bye.
Bye.
Well then.
Did anything come from that Jim Jeffries thing, Nat? Because I've been looking for that episode, but I don't think they aired
I've been waiting. I've been waiting for it to. There's like 3 or 4 episodes still to come on, so I don't know. I'm hoping that they don't cut it. I don't think they will, just because it must have been expensive to set up the hotel and the cameras and everything, and just to fly him all the way over to the UK just to not use that fucking segment. So I don't know.
Well, it's probably because they didn't get the answer they wanted, so they're not going to use it.
Well, it wasn't just me in that room. There were like 9 other people.
I know, but they probably wanted, to find some way to skew carefully deconstruct what people were saying.
Well, no, because he said that he agreed with Brexit. So
Bullshit. He's just saying that just to loosen you guys up. He's kind of like a reporter kind of takes you in the back room and says, "Hey, listen, I really, really freaking hate those minorities too. So you can just, tell me everything, on top of your head. It's just between us, right?"
I will
Doesn't
tell
agree
you
with
that.
Brexit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I will tell you that before we started filming, he had a pint glass filled with beer that he kept sipping on, and then as soon as the cameras were
He's
on,
Australian, of course he is.
He stuck it under the table and was like, "Right, okay, guys, let's get this, let's get down to business."
No, but the whole idea of the EU is it started out just as a trade pact, right? Just sort of making trade easier between countries.
Now it's
Which
turned
is
into
fine.
a totalitarian fucking.
Yeah, it's
F-mode
kind of
thing.
like the new Nazi party.
Yep.
There, I said it.
Fucking Germany. Why can't they just fucking look? You're not gonna get power. Just leave it alone.
Germany, Merkel is Hitler confirmed.
Fucking hell. Do you know, there was this really posh guy in the Jim Jeffries meeting with me who was arguing against Brexit, and he said that Angela Merkel was, quote, the mother of Europe.
Oh, fuck off.
Mother
I
of
was like-
dragons.
I was like,
Mother
yeah,
of-
I'm sure all the people that get raped by the migrants you let in, I'm sure they will feel the same way.
Mother of Germanistan, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna post something in the Discord that I think you'll appreciate. One of my friends who lives in Australia posted this. This just happens to like. This is just how it appeared in her timeline, on her Facebook timeline.
Oh, that's interesting.
I feel like I'm missing some context here.
That kind of reminds me of the political ad with the Virginia governorship, and they had to pull it because of the
Demon!
Sorry. Terror attack in NYC with the bus.
Oh, is that the ad with the trucks driving
Yeah,
into
the guy with the
minorities?
Confederate flag running down the little minority kids.
Oh, right, that one. Oh, God.
It's so blatant.
Oh. Yeah. I've got nothing to add to that. That's just so perfect.
Well, on the bright side, New York will be able to enjoy
the new beautiful barricades being put up on their fucking roadsides to make sure that no more trucks of peace will be able to get in, like London.
They can't afford no barricades.
I'm gonna let the two ladies go though, so it's gonna be kind of a sausage fest in here for a while. Sorry, Nat.
Hooray!
Oh, bye, kitten.
Nat, you,
Bye.
Bye.
talk to you guys.
Bye.
Talk to you guys later. Nat. We'll talk to you guys later this month, and if you guys want to help out with doing some stuff with Unity and some of these game things, then certainly let us know because we're up for help in game making.
I'll let you know.
Good.
I've been getting better, so.
Yay. All right, Nat. Now you're talking about how every woman has this fantasy of gangbangs.
Yeah, what about it? No, because Pornhub put out a thing saying that a lot of their female user base have been searching for like things like hardcore gangbang. So the next time women complain about being objectified by a bunch of men, just be like, "Oh, apparently you fucking like it." So.
Actually, it's worse than that. What they found from that data dump is that the people who look up stuff like the stuff where women get super humiliated, like the choking and the bondage scenes and all that stuff, that over 80% of the users searching for them were women.
Mm-hmm. It's because so many men have become fucking male feminists and such cucks. Like, they're gonna get that fucking action. Sometimes a woman likes having her face smushed down into the pillow and just being taken from behind,
Well, but by all reports, that's how male feminists act. I mean, there's no winning with you people.
What the fuck? Sorry, I just saw a thing on Facebook. There's this naked woman shooting a gun.
Sounds like a typical day in Florida.
Meanwhile, in Soviet Russia.
Oh, man.
Well,
sorry,
that'd be a bear shooting a gun.
Gotta love Russia.
No, I was saying that the woman was the bear.
And the terrible thing is, after they shot the gun, Vladimir Putin would just catch it in his teeth.
Oh, it seems like everyone down there.
He probably spit the bullet back out and headshot someone.
Yeah, but we watched a lot of those dash cam shows on television, and every time we see a lot of dash cam footage stuff, and we're always thinking, is it Russian? He's like, yes, it's Russian. Of course it is. Or it is always Russia.
I swear to God, Russia is just the fucking boogeyman. But they're not even a real threat. It's just something that the Americans just say, it's the Russians, and it will immediately make people feel scared, even though there's no reason to be. Everything is apparently the Russians' fault.
Well, there's this great cartoon done by this group called Freedom Tunes, real libertarian guy, where he does like his own version of MSNBC, where it's all about social justice and everything. And he did a special on the Russian scandal, and they have a little ticker at the bottom, and it just has all this stuff saying, it's like, no, the Russian threat is real, guys. Russian hackers could be taking over at any moment. And then all of a sudden, it's a series of Russian letters going across the ticker. And then when they end the episode, they start playing the Soviet Union theme song, and gets a guy with a fake Russian accent on there. It's like, please donate to channel to help glorious YouTube channel. Why does YouTuber sound weird? Not because Russian hacker, but because it's cold.
Well, the awful moment when people start investigating Russian collusion with the government, it turns out Hillary Clinton is actually the one who's been doing deals with the Russians behind everyone's back.
Yep, and the one who paid for the investigation.
You know what? She doesn't remember doing that, but it's made her reevaluate her life choices, and she's now decided to live as a gay man.
Well, have you heard about the new book coming out called Hacks? And where like basically one of the big heads of the DNC, she was actually a major campaigner for Al Gore, is like just spilling all of Hillary Clinton's dirty laundry. I mean, like you can barely hear her over the sound of her shoving Hillary under the bus.
Well, yeah, people who didn't vote, for most of the people in America who didn't vote for Trump were going to vote for Bernie Sanders. So of course they're going to be fucking pissed off to find out what they did to Bernie Sanders.
Well, it turns out that it was worse than we ever imagined. The specific details that I recall was that there was a general fund for the DNC because the laws in the U.S. state that you can give however much money you want to a party's campaign fund, but an individual campaign fund is capped at like $2,700, something like that, like a certain amount of money. And so what happened was Hillary managed to basically twist the Democratic Party's arm into letting her use that money as campaign funds because she used money she got donated to her foundation to pay off the Democratic National Committee's debts, because apparently they were millions of dollars in debt for some odd reason.
Well, it's because Obama, once he got elected, he stopped giving a shit about the fucking Democrats. This was all. I think where was I watching? It was the Philip DeFranco show where he was talking about it.
Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. Philly D, a Bernie Sanders fan. Yeah, he took no delight in this story at all.
How cucked does Bernie Sanders have to be to find out how badly he got fucked by the DNC and still support Hillary Clinton to be president?
No, it makes perfect sense. Because think about it, Stephen Molyneux explained it perfectly. He said, Bernie Sanders is a socialist, and the Democrats, being a socialist party that they are, took all the votes he won and gave it to Hillary.
Gave them to Hillary, yeah, because she has a vagina.
Because the public demanded.
Guys, listen, right? Hillary Clinton should be president because Bob and Vagine.
I hope that doesn't happen here because we have a state election coming up, and our current premier is a woman. And
is it Hillary Clinton? Is she just desperate to be a president now?
No, it's all Anastasia Palaszczuk is her name.
Yeah. I don't know, between Theresa May, Angela Merkel, and Hillary Clinton, women political leaders are kind of getting a bad name, man.
Oh, I add Gillard to that list as well. She was prime minister for a year or two.
It's almost as if having a vagina doesn't automatically make you better at things.
Well, if Sweden is any indication, then that's actually a detriment.
No. Don't get me wrong. I have no problem with women in government when they're competent. I mean, if Condoleezza Rice ran for president, I'd give that a serious look. But, it just hasn't happened yet. And I've heard a lot of women who are very feminist actually say, no, I'm not voting for Hillary Clinton because I want the first woman president to better represent women.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just better represent people.
You can tell the quality of a female politician by how often they refer to their vagina. If they go their whole political life without referring to the fact that they're a woman, then they're probably a good political, person. Whereas if they constantly sexism, feminism, vagina, then they're a piece of shit.
But by that logic, Hillary Clinton would be a very good politician because she knows that nobody wants to hear about her vagina.
She's a bad one because she knows that, but she still won't shut up about it.
Oh, the turning point for Gillard was when she called the opposition leader a misogynist, and for no apparent reason. He wasn't even talking about sexism or anything like that. He was talking about the Speaker of the House doing some dirty shit. So it just came out of nowhere.
Well,
we all know the French are sexist because they didn't elect Marine Le Pen.
Yes, well, and that's what's funny is the whole vagina pass doesn't count when you lean towards the right. Then you're not really.
Mm-hmm. The best parts is when people talk about I can't remember who it was, but someone messaged Blair White and said that she has cis privilege, and it's like, okay,
really?
Yeah.
So, and that's why I feel so bad for Blair White because she's kind of in this odd position now where she's really has seen both sides of it, and she's just flat out said is you people on the left are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, she even said that when she first transitioned, she was on the left because they appeared to be the accepting and friendly type. But then as soon as she started expressing opinions that didn't align with them, then she was ostracized.
Speaking of ostracization, I've heard everybody talking about the Harvey Weinstein thing, but I think you've overlooked the most entertaining thing about it. Okay, Kevin Spacey's asshole. Brett Ratner, asshole. You know, all these people are trying. All these well-spoken, well-to-do people in Hollywood are assholes who have been preying upon women for years. You want to know who?
And boys.
Yeah, you want to know who's actually turned out to be somebody who does genuinely care about women's rights and thinks this whole thing was tragedy and actually did something about it? Kevin fucking Smith. He has gone on record as saying, like, any Miramax movie, and that's basically the Skewverse movies, that has Harvey Weinstein as executive producer, any royalties you get from now on, he's donating to a women's charities because he thinks the whole thing is horrifying and disgusting, and he wants no part of it.
Well, that's at least something.
Fair enough.
Yeah, well, it just, you know, but again, it just, again, I love that all the classy, well-to-do people are rapists in training. Meanwhile, the guy who wrote the song that went motherfuck, fuck, he's the champion of women. Oh, one other story I want to get to, since I'm kind of the comics guy on here. Did you guys hear about what happened with Marvel Comics at the New York Comic Con?
You kind of died out a bit there. What'd you say?
Comic-Con.
Diversity in comics.
Yeah, let's say, well, that too. But Marvel did not have a good Comic Con at New York. There was first of all, Mark Waid tried to put out a hit on this YouTuber named Diversity in Comic, who's basically been pointing out all of Marvel's bullshit on Twitter for a while now. And then on top of that, they had to pull the Punisher, and not a good decision I kind of agree with, because, you know, after the Las Vegas shooting might not have been the best time to do a movie featuring a vigilante who gets his revenge by shooting people up. But by far the worst thing was they had a brunch, like a traditional breakfast with their retailers. And this is important because the retail stores are the actual customers for a comic book company here in the U.S. They're the ones who actually buy the comics in bulk. And, you know, because once it gets to the stores, the customers aren't actually the money they're worried about. Once the stores buy them, then that's it. They've done their job. They don't care. And these retailers were pissed. Because understand, the doors were closed, no lawyers were on this meeting, and they could hear them shouting at these people. All kinds of complaints.
Really?
You know, they didn't care about how Iceman, you know, as a character they knew for 50 years was suddenly magically gay. They didn't, you know, and the very legitimate complaint of, okay, the Marvel movies are making a shit ton of money right now, they're gold, but how come when people are coming into my comic shop to look for Captain America or Iron Man or any of these characters in the movie, they're different races and oftentimes different genders than the character they're seeing on the film, and they lose interest and leave.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing, is Marvel trying to force diversity into their comic books is what's killing their comic books.
Oh, absolutely. And don't get me wrong, there's in their defense, there have been a couple of good comic books they've released, Kingpin and Spirits of Vengeance specifically, but like stuff like America pisses me off. You know, Joker, I know you guys have been talking about him and everything. You have to understand, he's Puerto Rican, and you know, and he's bisexual. And one of the big things is that you know, the whole Gabby Rivers comic pisses him off because she claims to be Latino, and she always flaunts her lesbian sexuality, everything, and her comic is garbage. I mean, like, just on her art level.
Yeah, I've seen people.
Stupid.
I've seen people say if you take out the identity politics, it's just a very badly written comic. Nobody talks like these people. The dialogue is just so cringeworthy.
Yeah, it really is, and it's just, and it's like that with all of their titles right now. Like the Femme Thor is particularly bad because, you know, Thor was suddenly unworthy, and never said why. Yeah. He's a man, therefore he must suffer.
Yeah, well, it's
still a thing.
It's like that one past wildcards you did about a certain person who we used to kind of work with, and they submitted a story to Amazon to see if, like, they, you know, get it printed or published, and the plot was the main character's lesbian. That's the plot. That's it. And it's like that's exactly the same type of shit that Marvel is doing. And it's like, oh, well, this character is this character is this, and it's like, yeah, but what do they do?
Well, it's look at the release of Rogue One over here. You know, the main thing about that is our main female lead is a strong, independent woman. But what is she?
Is she interesting? I mean,
yeah, like what does she do? Why do we care about her?
Well, she's a strong, independent woman. Well, what does she do? What do we care about? She's a strong, independent woman. It's like, no, that's.
You know what I hate is whenever there's a film release nowadays where the main character is a strong, independent woman, you get all the Tumblr types on Twitter going, "Oh, finally!" And it's like, what do you mean? What do you fucking mean, finally?
I get bored of it.
What do you mean finally? There have been strong female characters in films ever since films began. Have you never fucking watched an Alien film?
Exactly. Sigourney Weaver.
No, the one that annoys me more is video games. Oh, finally we're getting a strong, independent woman in video games. Have you
Warcraft?
never played Metroid?
Yeah, Metroid.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
you guys never heard of fucking Jill Valentine?
Laura
No.
Croft.
No, because they're playing Sunset.
Yeah.
It's because these people are so fucking late into the game that they have no idea what the hell they're even talking about.
Mhm.
Well, and the reason why I bring that up is that's exactly what's happening with Marvel Comics now. Is you're getting all these Me Too's who just came into comics because of the Marvel movies, who don't know the history, don't know the characters, don't know the tons of minority reboots they've done that have been done successfully. War Machine. But say there was a time Thor was fucking Thor for a while, and people loved it. It just these kind of reboots where you have a role taken over by a woman or taken over by some minority have happened and have been successful. The difference was the writers had a story to tell.
Yeah, I mean, look at Nick Fury.
Yeah, exactly.
People don't care that he's black now because it's superb casting, and they don't constantly draw your attention to the fact that it's a black guy now.
Samuel fucking Jackson. It doesn't matter about being black or white. He's badass. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I'd take Samuel L. Jackson any day over fucking David Hasselhoff.
Yes.
Oh, jeez, everybody has to bring up David Hasselhoff. But just seriously, it's this infuriating thing. And the terrible thing is, even as the retailers were yelling at them, and telling them they weren't going to order their stuff anymore, they still tried to act like, well, there was one time where Romeo was a frog. What's the big deal? And and they're legit. Well, because one of the arguments that you keep getting with the comics is that they've done these minority reboots and stuff all the time, where you're getting bent out of shade over it now. And the main complaint is, well, they've never done it to their main line all at once, all like this in our memory. And and again, and they've also never. The thing about Stan Lee
becomes stale.
Yeah, well, and the thing about Stan Lee was one of the core tenets of him was when enough people complained about something, he would address it in a letter section, and he would tell people, "Look, I'm sorry you didn't like the story we told. I'm sorry you didn't like that we handled it this way. Please keep sending your letters in. We're going to look at them. We're going to read them, and we're going to make this a better story together."
Well, it's because, and also comic writers are in this denial. People say we don't want a female Thor, and they'll just completely. They're in denial. Oh, everyone loves the female Thor. Like, no, they don't.
Well, the tragedy
All
of
the media outlets
so much better.
Yeah. Oh well.
Sorry.
Yeah. The only people that would actually buy those comics.
Yeah.
Well, the only people buying the comics are the ones reviewing them, unfortunately, and all of them are shills.
Yeah.
Well, these retailers have a right to be angry because, I mean,
They're losing money.
Comic book retailers are already losing tons of money because of how you can just get comics online and you don't even really have to pay for them anymore.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
people buy them because they're so expensive.
Well, that's the thing, though. Just looking at the Marvel's nemesis, DC, they're making money hand over fist right now because they'd actually gotten in trouble before. Marvel did, because they did a big relaunch that nobody liked. It had a lot of things that nobody cared for, and they did the same thing. We're like, oh, we're the editors, we're the owners, we know better than you. And it hurt their sales, and eventually they scrapped the whole line, did a new line called Rebirth, where they added more pages, reduced the price, and apologized. Hell, they even offered a money-back guarantee on it for every individual who purchased one, if they didn't like it. They gave the olive branch.
Mm-hmm. Well,
actually,
yeah, saying that now they are releasing a fucking Batman comic where the Joker is like, now he's been cured of his insanity and he's a social justice warrior.
He hasn't been cured of his insanity then.
He's called. It's going to be called. It's going to be called Batman the White Knight.
Yeah, it's already. I don't know, that one I'm reserving judgment on just because it's at least an interesting premise, and it isn't. And the main distinction with that though is it's not a main continuity book. It's a what if. It's a side comic. They're not. You see, Marvel. If they were writers were doing handling DC right now, they'd be saying, nope, the Joker's a good guy now, and Batman's been the real evil all along.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's the fact that they're taking these characters that you've grown up with, that you love, and doing something completely out of character, and it just shows a complete contempt for these characters. Saying that Captain America, oh, he's a Nazi now. What?
Yeah. They still haven't lived that down. Well, there was an article by Bleeding Cool that specifically said that the Captain Hydra thing was not worth it for the way it alienated audiences, and that Marvel, and they put out an article saying that Marvel was in deep trouble. And for context, for all you non-comic book readers, that would be like Polygon putting out an article saying that Zoe Quinn is a disease-ridden slut, that no one should touch her, and anybody who has needs to see a doctor immediately.
Wow. So there's hope for the comic industry after all.
Yeah, they're starting to slowly get the message.
Well, again, this is where the free market comes in, because if people are like not getting, if the money's not going where it needs to go, then obviously there's a fucking problem that needs addressed. No amount of all this low testosterone fucking idiocy by these fucking reviewers is gonna change the fact that people in general just think these comics are trash.
Well, you heard about Make My Milkshake, right?
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Basically, one of the problems with Marvel is the editors, and tell me this isn't creepy, have gone out of their way to hire 20-something artists, all women, from like Tumblr and DeviantArt to draw their comics.
Why Tumblr?
Because they are progressive.
Because why not? Anyways, we have to let Dust go, and we need to bring some more people in. Keep the train rolling. And Kit Kat, are you there? Or are you just gonna sit quietly and be happy?
Yeah.
All right.
Probably.
Anyways, we're gonna let Dust go though, but stay listening.
Yeah, we'll do.
Sweet.
Sorry, you guys were having a fun discussion. I didn't know how to jump in on that.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm sorry.
No, it's a good discussion. It's something definitely that needs addressed. Again, because if the retailers are chewing out Marvel, saying you guys are making shit that we can't sell, fucking surprise. They're basically telling Marvel to their fucking face everything that their fan bases have been trying to tell them, and apparently they've only been listening to the freaking progressive reviewers saying, "Oh yes, it's new and interesting." It's almost like it's almost like a circle jerk in a lot of ways.
It is, but I do have a story that'll do your libertarian heart good. There have been a couple of Kickstarters trying to crowdfund some comics. And one of the things they've been doing is kind of billing themselves as the anti-Marvel. And one in particular that's been very successful is called it's like a kind of a Slavic name, Patrika, something like that. Anyways, it's unapologetically, it's a woman, big boobs, big boob window, and her costume is basically the American flag. And the thing is, the guy wanted $2,000 to fund his comic series. He got $10,000.
Free market.
I have to say, it's almost like they're trying to send someone a message.
I know.
Sex sells.
It's almost like the free market actually works.
Well, no, and the thing is, the comic's actually been released, and it's not a porn comic or anything. It's just the premise is like all the gods and stuff and like that are real. They just need human hosts, and they've been fighting a big war. And this one teenage girl has been selected as the host for Athena, and basically that's her superhero transformation. And it's Willie Rowe Wheaton. Like the teenagers aren't like the stereotypical millennials. Like when we come into them, they're daring the girl to eat a ghost pepper, stupid teenager shit like that. And as soon as they find out she has superpowers, they don't freak out or anything. They like go out of their way to help train her to use them. Because I'm sorry, if that were me, I'd be like, yeah, you got superpowers, cool. I went in.
Yeah.
But again, back to my main point is there's also been another group called Alt Hero, which I'm not too sold on, but they've like got women like whose costumes are the Confederate flag and shit. And the point is, Marvel isn't giving people what they want, so they are literally going to crowdfunding and giving away thousands of dollars that Marvel could be making to make the product they want.
I got a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Do you think Fuboo would draw porn of this?
Draw porn of what?
Laughing Man, you know what I'm talking about.
Of what? Patriotica?
Yeah.
If you pay her enough, she'll do anything. She's a whore just like everyone else here.
Oh, good. 'Cause-
Free market, baby.
Yep.
Good. I got McDonald money.
There you go.
You got McDonald money? What?
Sorry.
McDonald's. She works at McDonald's.
Sorry.
I thought maybe you found a Happy Meal. I'm like, did you accidentally like get like there's a fast food restaurant, right? And I think it was like it might have been McDonald's, and there was like also like a drug front. And if you order a burger with a specific list of extra certain things and no certain things, they give you like a bag full of weed.
Oh,
And-
that sounds nice.
And so like some poor guy just went through there saying, yeah, I want a double cheeseburger, extra lettuce, no onion, or something like that. And they gave him a bag full of weed, and he called the cops on him. So
That is why we ask before we sell. It's like, are you sure you want to buy this?
are you sure you want the weed, or do you want an actual cheeseburger?
And they said they wanted extra lettuce. What else was it supposed to mean?
Oh, selling weed to the old people. Damn, that would be a trip. We get nothing but old people.
Well, you and Nat can share war stories.
Oh god. No, I'll tell you what. Working at McDonald's, the kids who come to McDonald's are the most polite people ever. The most patient. You know who the real assholes is? The people over the age of 30.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I speak
Always.
to the manager, please? Excuse me, where's my cheeseburger? I asked for no fucking pickles, and it's like, get fucked. But then you got like 18-year-olds come in, and you'll be like, oh, sorry, I pressed the wrong. Oh, that's fine. Just take as long as you need. It's fine. Whatever.
Well, it's the classic versions of the blue collar worker versus the people in the higher and middle range jobs. Because right now, that's all got a stranglehold on it by the baby boomers, and basically, like you said, anybody mid-30s or below don't have a job that's actually making the money on average, so they're a lot more tolerant.
Yeah.
Sounds
You'll
wonderful.
find me tipping people more than I'm supposed to be. I hate
What's the most annoying thing about Marvel as well is they're not even really losing money because they can just put out a new film, slap a different superhero into it, and make millions.
Yeah.
They're going to be taught that lesson very quickly because they're still making tons of money.
Oh, hey guys, I'm sorry. I hate to do this, but I gotta go. Looks like I gotta go pick up my kid early. So it was great talking to you guys. Sorry for the rant.
No, it's good.
That's
It's good, interesting stuff. Something worth talking about.
Okay.
Especially all these pictures of patriotica. I mean,
It is. Hold on. I gotta.
my browser's gonna be full of this stuff.
Oh.
Ooh, there's a picture of her butt.
All right, I will talk to you
Post
later.
it.
I'm posting. I'm going,
Good. I'm gonna
It's
show
going
my
in the
boyfriend.
old Discord. So
Hey, Hud, can you draw her for me?
I'm just.
Oh, my
having way
boyfriend
too
says
much
hi.
fun.
Hey, what's up?
He can't hear you.
Oh.
They say hi.
Who wants in now? I'm waiting to see.
Awesome. Hell yeah, my boyfriend's gonna draw her.
View file. Hey, look, it's so it's some social justice superheroes.
Oh god.
Faith.
Ooh. Let's see. Oh, I've seen this one on Tumblr.
Of course.
And I'm like, Mom, is that you?
I'm sorry, my mom's more pretty than that.
No, I'm talking about mine.
But then she got a whole lot of boob.
Anyway.
Can I smother my face in that?
All right, we are going to bring in Luke.
Who else?
We got Luke, Duke, and Jake, and Hidden. But Hidden said she doesn't want to bore us.
Luke, Duke.
Add both of them just so we have the nice name going on.
All right, we'll call it Luke and Duke. Lukey and Dookie. Luke and Duke. Duke, where are you? Duke, did you cancel your thing? Duke, there they are.
Come on, join us.
I'm not seeing Duke anywhere. Where is he?
I saw him for a second on the YouTube chat. I'm bringing Luke first.
Oh, I see him. Hey, Duke.
Duke.
So who else's McDonald's has a new kiosk now?
We've had those for about years. My McDonald's was actually the first in the UK to actually get those kiosk things.
Yeah, I'm still dealing with old people saying they ain't going to touch that shit.
You know what's annoying is that they bought those so that there wouldn't be as many queues and the fucking employees could do something else with their time, and yet most of the time we just spend ages teaching people how to use those. So it's like, why don't you just fucking go to the counter then?
Yeah, same. Plus, they don't allow us to move, actually.
They used to tell us off in McDonald's, like, if there was nothing going on, you always had to be moving. If you were caught standing still, they would shout at you.
They shouted at us for doing both. For either doing something or for doing nothing.
Yep.
And there's a reason why I have stress in my life.
I'm reading this thing I saw on Facebook. It's probably clickbait, but it's 24 surprising pirate traditions.
Oh, like might as well. Just click it. Another one.
In order for Blackbeard to maintain his terrifying appearance, he would weave hemp into his beard and onto his hair so that when he lit the hemp on fire, it would look as if his beard was on fire and that smoke was billowing from his entire head.
Do.
I have no interesting comments to make. Let's talk about porn.
No. All right.
Here he is.
Luke, you saved the day. Thank you. Thank you, Luke. I thought we were going to have to start talking about the Friday 13th live stream and how both Fuboo and Poor Kitten are just having a horrible time trying to play the game.
Yeah, I haven't played that game.
No, it's a fun game, but I guess it's buggy or something, so.
It really sucked on my end. And I'm so glad you guys didn't hear me for that.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was not having a good time. They know from experience.
Yep. She was not having a good time. And, of course, whenever we do Twitch, nobody has a good time.
Yeah, the eye patch that pirates regularly wear are not because they're missing an eye. A lot of pirates used to wear eye patches so that one eye would always be adjusted to the night. So when they went below deck, they could remove the eye patch and instantly see a lot clearer. Yeah,
I've seen that one. And that oi matey is just another way of saying, hey, husband.
Really?
Yeah, because
all those guys on a ship for months on end, you know.
You gotta do something.
Or
you
someone.
Can just close one eye, though. Then you'd have night vision.
Just don't piss off Peg Leg Pete, otherwise, you know. Part the battleship you call an ass. Harr! Shove my peg leg in your ass and watch your parrot fly away. Harr! There's a great post on the net. It's called The Legend of the Blood Ninja, and it's the funniest fucking like chat you'll ever read because this guy is just an ultimate troll. He goes on like sex line chats and he's like, I have a thing for pirates, and the woman's like, what? And he's like, well, if you gotta turn me on, and I get turned on whenever I hear "har," so you gotta type in "har," and she's like typing "har," and he's like, no, in all caps, "har."
There's an even funny one with this one guy who's calling up these sex lines literally just to have a chat. Like he'll call up and be like, "Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah. So how are you feeling tonight?" "Oh, yeah, not too bad. Work was a bit stressful. And I got a couple of deadlines that I'm
yes, we got Duke.
Oh,
yeah, that's pretty much work.
Well, it's his dime. He can do whatever the hell he wants to do.
Yeah, it reminds me of like in Japan they have like cuddle booths. It's kind of like
hey, token black guy here.
Yay!
Do I have to make the joke about hiding a TV again?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, I didn't interrupt anything interesting.
You did. Keep going, Luke.
We're talking about porn and such, right? So.
Yes, it's important stuff.
Not technically.
It's about Japan, so
it's Japan. It's always
sex
about
part. Now, Japan's way ahead of us. All those people just
this is kind
work
of what,
12 hours a day, cuddle with a random woman for 8 hours, and then go back to work.
this kind of alludes to what Kat was saying earlier. Pirates may have been practicing gay marriage as early as the 1600s. Two male pirates could join in a matelage, which is a French word that could be the origin of the pirate greeting "ahoy, mate." It meant that they could share all their plunder, exchange gold rings, live together, and receive death benefits if one were to die before the other.
I knew
Wait
it.
a minute. That's like that's like a friendship pact. I don't hear anything about peg leg.
Yeah, I didn't see that anything in the pirate movies. I mean, but then again,
The origin story of pegging.
don't give them ideas. They want to keep this pirate movie thing going. So
Pirates of the Caribbean 6.
Finally, a good one.
I'm trying to think of like a pun for dead man's chest.
Well, then again, you got to switch the boots. Then again, you got to switch the poop deck for that one. So
Why would they hire Keira Knightley to be in a pirate movie? She's everything pirates hate, a sunken chest with no booty.
Bye-o. Heyo.
Oh, I love that joke. Oh, we are all bored as hell, aren't we?
Maybe a little bit.
It's been a slow Sunday.
Yeah, I saw the new Saw movie.
Oh, was it?
That was
Jigsaw.
Yeah, Jigsaw. It was pretty good.
yeah,
I gotta watch that. I only saw it.
I haven't saw much horror films to this because I'm just done with the horror genre. That just was because it's just so, it's the same type of stuff.
Now, have you tried it? It's actually going by the book this time.
Hang on, dude, did you say you were sick of the horror genre because it's the same kind of stuff? Aren't you also the guy who's really into superhero movies?
Yes, but it's just it's just tired of the idiot formula, the horror films that everyone has to be an idiot, so the killer has to be more, and they make the characters so unlikable. At least in superhero movies, you have likable characters at some point, so I can at least sit back and like that. But some of these horror films, just like these people are so unlikable, so
they're fodder.
Yeah, and they want to build enough for the killer. That's like, oh, we got but they didn't understand what makes them actually interesting. First, it's like, yeah, you want to have you want to make me feel sorry about these deaths, but yet you made them so unlikable and uncaring that you want me make me root for the monster.
Well, yeah, that's the premise of like Friday the 13th and things. But if you look at something like Cabin in the Woods, where they kind of take a lot of the tropes and turn them on their heads.
Oh yes, I watched that.
The jock is actually intelligent, and they actually do somewhat intelligent things until that stupidity gas is pumped into their cabin. And also even like one of my favorites, Sinister, has some bits where at least you can kind of understand why the dad's being a dick. He's kind of up against the wall, doesn't have a choice. As far as like trying to get the next bestseller, he's desperate. And that when that desperation will also create the stupidity you need, but also give you enough empathy to like the character enough to want to see him succeed and not get axed.
Yeah, that's until I see something like that, I will not, really get into, this same thing. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get into it.
Anyway, Jigsaw had like this one character that was clearly written to be like the audience person trying to outwit all the traps. When she'd like loop her chain around poles to like brace the weight of it, and at one point, she like parkoured up on top of a trap to jam a piece of rebar in to jam it. But yeah, I admit the movie would be pretty freaking boring if everybody survived every trap.
Well, I remember watching binge watch some of the Saw movies, and they just got more and more fucking ridiculous to the point where like his whole point is that he only picks his victims who are like ungrateful for the life they've been given, and they have to overcome these challenges in order to appreciate life more. But a lot of the victims he picks like are just random people, the victims of the fucking situations. Like there was one where he got a couple where the husband had been cheating on the wife, and the wife kind of knew and was letting it happen, and like she had to pull out the knives in a way that would kill the husband and not kill her, or just let them both die. And it's like, Why are you torturing her? What the fuck has she done?
Yeah, and that's one of the things I liked about the first Saw movie, and I kind of hated about all the rest. Is first Saw movie, it's like people who have like actively thrown away their lives are kind of the ones put at risk, except for obviously the one guy's family. They really didn't do anything, but all the rest of them are just like random strangers you have to save.
Yeah,
a lot of people are just like collateral damage, and it's like, motherfucker, how did this asshole try to throw away his life and try and teach him a lesson?
Yeah. Anyway, but I don't want to bring this chat down, by the way, because you just said the horrible shootings that happened earlier today, that happened at church, and here we go once again, about everyone's calling out about gun control and everything else, and I'm done with it because it won't do anything, and you know why? Because first off, they seem to forget about this whole thing about the war on drugs. Like, okay, another war on an inanimate object, because that worked so well.
Yeah. It totally doesn't create a black market that's even worse than a free market.
Yeah. And then secondly, people say, oh, what about Australia? What about this? I'm like, you do realize they're islands, right? They have strong borders, which seems the same left to people's like, we don't want to have borders. And now they're like, okay, your arguments, like you point to Australia and Japan and everything else about these the gun control stuff, they have strong borders. They have really tight borders. So are you for the wall now? Yeah, that's the thing.
And even we get gun crime.
Yeah, and there's still
a couple of people were shot outside of Nat's house.
Jeez, it's crazy.
And don't forget about Charlie Hebdo, how the people who shut out the Charlie Hebdo magazine offices. France has some of the strictest gun control in the world, and somehow these people still manage to find, automatic rifles and banana clips, both of which are highly illegal in France. So it's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, and even better, it's the same people who want, everybody's like, you're just. People are like saying, "Oh, nothing can stop you." I'm like, you realize that again, they can still go for illegal shooting. It's saying it's the same stupid placebo effect that got us to TSA. The same government agency that misses around 98 to 99% of all the guns, drugs, and all that stuff was supposed to go through the airlines. It's the same stupid BS about that. And I love these people, and I have followed some people on Twitter, and they say it's going to be this whole thing about it. I'm like, I follow some of them. They're good people, but when I sit them down, if I say this stuff, they will have that same cognitive dissonance. The same thing you saw that. Did you see that Raise the Fist debate with Kyle, the dude with Secular Talk? Because he actually talked about gun control. He went on to say, like, if there were no guns in this nation, wouldn't we be a lot safer? I'm like, yeah, but I keep saying, what about the war on drugs? I kept talking about the war on drugs, I'm like, he didn't even talked about that. This whole cutting is just with the left about that. It frustrates me that they want to say gun control only for it just makes people feel good. It's the feel good law.
Well, Ice-T had it right. Gun control wasn't for, hunting and shit. It was to keep the government from overstepping their boundaries. And in fact, there's a book by Saint Tucker. Fuck, I have it on my shelf.
Saint Tucker Fucker?
No, I can't remember.
No, that's the one that he keeps under his, right next to him. So.
Looking up the name real quick. St. George Tucker. Okay. So St. George Tucker was a friend of, Thomas Jefferson. There we go. Should know Thomas Jefferson. I've only read about 2 biographies of him. And during the entire, creation of the American government, they were debating on what kind of powers the government's going to have. And there's a huge populist movement saying, hey, listen, the current government, as you guys are trying to draft it, is being drafted kind of in secret, and unless you guys give us these specific bills of rights for the people, and again, the Bill of Rights is for the people, not for cops, not for armies, nothing else. If you don't give these rights to the people, then we're not going to agree on this, and we could sit here all fucking day. So there was a massive populist movement, libertarian, you can call them, I guess, who are very government overreach. And that's how the Bill of Rights came along. And of course, the second item on the Bill of Rights is the guarantee that you have right to arm yourself.
Yeah.
So, and it doesn't matter if, like, people make guns illegal. First of all, it'll never happen in the States, ever.
No, it won't happen. Even if you get rid of the Second Amendment, you're never going to get rid of that, because if you did, you'll be like, okay, you get your gun control, you destroy the Second Amendment. How are you going to stop that without being so authoritarian to the point that it will destroy lives?
The only way people are going to be able to get rid of all 300 million guns in the States is to go door to door with guns and try to take them. And there's people out there who would probably shoot cops if that came down to that.
Well, they already do.
But it's the interesting thing is it's almost been, at least from what I've seen, it's almost been proven by like the FBI reports that places that have higher concentrations of like the people being able to own weapons, the lower the crime.
Oh yes, and also there's been other places that will stop. Cause we have gun control laws. We do have them.
Yeah.
And no one does that. When it doesn't work, they just parade about that. And here's the real issue here about this. It's just that again, I think people just don't understand how big this country is, because it's 300 plus million people.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to? You can't stop a plant, powder, pills, and everything else around without, even if you have, though, they'll still slip through. How are you going to stop someone with like a gun? And now you have 3D printing guns too. So how are you going to stop that? Because that's going to be real fun.
Well, the interesting thing too is like in the UK, the rate of a hot burglary, meaning that you're home when someone burgles your house, is about 52%. 52% of all robberies are hot burglaries, where in the States it's only 13%, because I mean, are you going to chance a 50-50 chance that the person behind the door has a gun or not? I mean, where I'm at right now, it's legal to walk into a Walmart with a gun on your fucking hip. Open carry is legal where I'm at. And there's so little breaking and entering crime. I mean, the only crime around here really is meth, but there's so little gun violent crime. So very little gun violent crime.
Hey, Matt, isn't your brother a chemist?
Yeah, my brother is a chemist. Not that kind of chemist though. But he actually said that if things get bad enough, he probably could do it. He could probably totally go Walter White.
Oh yeah, and probably make more money that way. But even better, like I said,
and he's going to be a high school teacher for chemistry. And I'm like, dude, if you ever get cancer, man, when he buys a Winnebago, I'm going to start getting worried.
Yeah, it's funny. They say, yeah, let's have the government who is more competent. And by the way, the same people who are going against the police or everything else, say the police are racist, congratulations, you give them more power.
Yeah, and it's bad enough that we have a fucking military, police state almost. So yeah,
and they'll say, well, we'll just take away the guns to police. Even though in the UK, and it was back, I saw the same type of figure. And I need to find this, but if I can, let me see if I can find it. They actually said in 2015 you had more people who were black and mentally disabled getting tased more than anyone else. So congratulations. You people who are just the least protected are the ones going to be hurt, and more people are going to be more secretive and not going to talk to police as well. So good on you, left. Good, that just makes everything better.
Well, it's like when that Orlando shooting happened in the gay club, that there was actually a movement for, I don't know if it's still going on, but there was certainly a movement going on where it's like, hey, listen, gay people have been beaten up, now they're getting shot at. Gay people need guns. Gay people need to be able to defend themselves, not go out and actively shoot people though, but just be able to defend yourself. It's kind of like those stories that you don't hear on the news about like the Uber driver, who was parked outside of a mall and he saw a guy walk into a mall with a couple of guns underneath the coat, started shooting, and the guy who was an Uber driver had a permit for concealed carry, and shot the guy, not killed him, but shot him in a way that he could actually get arrested, and fucking pretty much saved the entire mall. And you don't hear about that. You don't hear about the 12-year-old girl who's getting stalked outside of her house, goes home when her parents aren't home. The stalker tries to break down the door, gets inside the house, finds the girl inside the closet, and the girl has like daddy's pistol and shoots the molester dead.
Yeah.
You never hear about any of that shit.
Oh, and by the way, yeah, I did find it, by the way. If you want to look at it, I'll put the thing in the Hangout thing and also on the Discord as well if you want to check it out later. About it's basically how black and mixed race people in London are more likely to be tasered, and there's more people getting. I mean, people say, "Oh, taser, that's fine." No, you can have lasting damage on that. So again, it's the same people who say, "Oh, the police are this, that, and the other," and now you're giving police more power. So it's just this here cognitive dissonance of the people out there who use a tragedy, and this is okay. I'll say fine. You want to get rid of people who have these guns? Okay, fine. I'm with you on that. But how are you going to have a law or something like that, getting rid of the Second Amendment? Fine. You want to do that, but what are you going to do to actually make sure a law that you say you ban guns, but also make sure that the people who you arrest or anything else, are you going to take away guns police? Because, that's going to be a big issue. How are you going to track all these guns down? And say, oh, we need a national database. I'm like, seriously, you have a national database on cars. It doesn't stop how many car accidents are out there. Or people using like cars doing like a week ago, you had this dude who just ran people over in New York. Yeah, how did that national car thing help stop that?
Dude,
how did that?
What you have to do is you just have to ban trucks.
White trucks, especially.
Yeah,
they're racist.
And vans as well. So I always sit here and I'm laughing about this. Like, we just national registry, okay. The best you can do is just it's just gonna be after the fact gathering evidence. That's what you're doing at that point. You're not preventing anything. And even if you have over 300 plus million people, and you have only 150 million guns out there, how are you going to get every single one of these things? Every single one of them.
Yeah, exactly. Because Reason TV, the YouTube channel, did an absolutely great job on 5 steps on how to make the United States gun-free. And basically it ends in a civil war. Because there's absolutely no way that you can take away everyone's guns unless people are so conditioned that they're like, yeah, you know what, we don't want them anymore.
Yeah, it won't change. It will not change. It would take a huge, and I do mean like a huge swath of the population, every gun owner to basically say, we're only doing this. And I don't think that's going to happen. I don't see that happening. And it's just going to entrench people. And even worse, they're going to use this like 26 people dying. And, if we only had this and that gun control could stop them, like newsflash, it wouldn't have stopped them. And no one wants to hear that because, again, it would be like, they think the government will protect everybody and save everyone, but it's not.
Yeah, and even local police can't do that. I mean, if someone's breaking into your house, like I guess the new Death Wish movie kind of illustrates, if someone breaks into your house, has a gun or has a knife or whatever, and they're about to attack you, it's still going to take the cops about 30 minutes to get to your house. A lot of shit can happen in 30 minutes.
And no one wants to go into that type of horrible situation.
Yeah.
Because if you do, you can be like, oh crap, oh no. And again, the cognitive dissonance continues. Yeah. It just, all this stuff. And I just, it's just, when you have something with this enormous power of the government and everything else, it's just it won't help anyone.
Yeah.
It won't do anything. And that's, like I said, I keep going this same circle, but a part just wants them to do it. Like, fine, you get your gun control, and if it doesn't work, I want to see their excuse. I want to hear what their excuse is going to be.
Well, yeah, they've taken every other excuse as far as how come the drug control thing isn't working and how prohibition failed. And
well, you know what else? You know what else is that if there's a weird, like, if you're a woman and there's a weird man outside your house and you feel really uncomfortable and you call the police, they can't legally do anything because he's legally not doing anything wrong.
Oh, well, don't worry, mate. That's just Harvey Weinstein right there.
So what, you're supposed to just wait until he breaks into your house before you call the police? Whereas if you have a gun, you have an instant method of defending yourself.
Yeah,
exactly. It's just they're saying, "Oh, just grow up and just take this, just let the police do." Like, you realize the police are like, and heck, in some of these neighborhoods, in certain other areas and such,
The police can be really fucking rotten.
Yeah, they're rotten and they're corrupt, and then you're really screwed.
I mean, it's just like the Stanford prison experiment where the police had absolute control over the inmates and they fucking became horrible monsters.
Yeah, and people are going to be shocked. Like, how could they? When you give someone that power, what do you think is going to happen? They're not angels. I mean, human beings are not angels, and let me tell you, they will screw you over as quickly as possible. And
I mean,
and people are going to be surprised. And they're like, how could this happen?
I hate to bring up like a Nazi comparison though, but the Nazi secret police had absolute power, and you saw how they used it. I mean, they could basically interrogate anyone they wanted. They could make you disappear in the middle of the night. I mean, it's a scary fucking thing, and that's one of the things that Machiavelli, if anyone ever read The Prince, kind of illustrated is if you want to have a nation that you want to absolutely protect from outside invaders, arm your populace. Because even if, like, let's say, like, all these man in high castle sit scenarios where, like, the Nazis and the Japanese have invaded the United States back in World War II. Ever notice how there's this strip of land that they can never conquer, and it's right down the middle of the fucking country? It's always like the Rocky Mountain area. It's a place that has all the fucking guns. All they can conquer is like the coastal areas, and that's something that Machiavelli realized is that if you make your populace heavily armed, where anyone's allowed to own a sword, I guess, or whatever the hell they had back in the day, crossbows, an invading army cannot possibly overthrow it. Because I mean, if you think about it, even if there's like a billion Chinese people, even if they all came over here, how many 300 million guns in the hands of potentially 300 million people? I mean, that's a fuck ton of people.
Oh yeah, and in like in this whole trying to fix everything, this whole we're good trying to do everything. We're trying to do it. I'm like, no, it's not going to save any lives and such. And they're like, oh, you're heartless. I'm like, no, I'm not heartless. I know the people who are. I don't know, but the people around, the family members and everything like that who have lost their lives. That's horrible and tragic and everything else. I just hate the fact that you can have people saying gun control is going to solve everything. It won't. It will not solve everything. And the same people who are so like, we're not this, but yet they have nothing to say when the United States Army is like all over the world, like in Nigeria, right, and Afghanistan and all these other places and all this. I'm like, wait, where are y'all on this stuff? And they're silent. Like, it was Trump. Like, no, this was before Trump. President Obama put these people in these places.
Oh God, my fucking boss tried doing the same thing to me. I was talking about how like the surveillance state was bullshit, and he's like, "Yeah, Trump really fucked things up." I'm like, "Bullshit! This was Obama, and it was started by George W. Bush."
It is when my team is in power. They can do no wrong, and it's easy, real easy, to. It's always easy to sit back and say, oh man, we did everything else. Yeah, it's funny.
Well,
how all this.
Hey,
go ahead.
Hey, what was Obama's promises again? To run like a transparent country.
And he lined that up with so many lobbyists.
You ran such a transparent administration, they openly admitted to leaking confidential information to Russia.
Oh, even better. President Obama.
Oh, yeah, healthcare priority. Obama wanted to do that, and he did. And then Donald Trump also made that his priority. That's funny.
I'm sharing this on Discord chat. You guys can enjoy it.
Complete all of Obama's original promises.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I'll probably watch this later. But
I love the Boondocks.
I me too. I always loved them. But you know what? It's actually very telling. Is that the same people who were marching the Occupy Wall Street people, would probably vote for President Obama again, even though he probably not only pardoned the people who pardoned all those bankers and everyone else, but he didn't even charge them. Yeah, he didn't let even civil cases go through. Then he just said, y'all, like basically all the people who say, hey, y'all cool. Y'all don't need to do any civil or any type of prosecution whatsoever. And guess what? And the same people who do the whole Occupy movement, people say, well, about Occupy, I'm like, what happened to them? Where are they? They're dead. I mean, after like that huge 2012 and 13, they were in that park where they had to have like hazmat suits, and that's to clear things out. I hope they, what I wish they could have saved. I wish they could have saved the what was that, the privilege, the stack, what was that called, the progressive stack. Oh, I wish I could have saved that type of thing. Saying, because remember there were stories of people saying, "Oh, you're white, you can have anybody," but the guy over there who's like some like a black dude who has a lisp and he's like 4 foot tall. Okay, your problems. We're gonna listen to you first. So, yeah, that's even though like I could probably have better economic stuff and such, but no. So I just can't like I don't like the whole thing of the left can meme. That's pretty much that's the case of Occupy Wall Street. They got all that stuff in power, and they didn't not only get nothing. The people in office, they get nobody in office. But you want to talk about crap about the Tea Party? They got people in office. They got people actually in office right now. So until the left actually does something like that, which I doubt, because you know what they're going to be doing? They're going to be bitching and moaning on Twitter, bitching and moaning on Facebook, crying and doing the same dang thing, and nothing's going to change.
Well, the biggest thing that happened with the Occupy Wall Street movement is you had a bunch of people on a united front that, hey, listen, there's the haves and the have-nots. It's really the only true, in this day and age at least, in our culture, the only true, real, I guess, privilege that there really is. I mean, you could talk about like other types of privilege, though, but when it comes down to it, there's the people with the money and the people without money. And they had a bunch of people coming out and saying, hey, listen, there's this growing wage gap and just people in general, the middle class is dying and we want, our fair share. And that's kind of how the Bernie Sanders thing came along. But what they did was they found a way to splinter it out where it's not really the fault of the rich. It's white people and men and all these other people who are all these other little divisions that are keeping you down, not the people who are making all the money on the top.
Divide and conquer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you forgot one, dude. You forgot the late night comedians.
Oh, those. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Adrian Paladin made a great video talking about this stuff. She is great. And in 2018, I'm going to see if I get big enough. I'm going to see if I can try to interview her for the Duke CT Lounge. She plug. But
don't worry, plug away.
But yeah, she made this great video basically saying the left, who they didn't joke. They don't know how to joke anymore. They just
I saw that.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. I get you want to have positive change, but at the end of the day, nah, you gotta be funny at least.
Wendy.
But you know who's the worst of these late night comedians? Samantha Bee. She is anti-funny.
But she's not a comedian.
I tried watching her show, and I'm like, am I supposed to laugh? Am I supposed to actually have? This supposed to be jokes, right? I'm like, there are people laughing, but is it? Am I supposed to laugh?
She's up there with Amy Schumer.
At least I got a chuckle from Amy Schumer one time. I have never chuckled with Samantha Bee.
I got a chuckle out of Amy Schumer too when she admitted to being a drunk fat whore, and I'm like, yeah, duh. I'm like, no surprise.
Yeah, I don't know why push these people who are not even funny to these these things like Hannibal Buress. He ain't funny.
And here we go,
John Oliver.
Full circle back to the Lion King live action remake with John Oliver instead of fucking Rowan Atkins.
Oh, that is BS.
Atkinson, whatever.
Yeah, Rowan Atkins. No, Blackadder.
Yeah, exactly. Blackadder.
Oh, by the way, favorite season to me is season 3. By the way,
I always like season 4.
Season 2 was really good.
Yeah, I never see anyone like season 1 though. It's decent.
Like season 1.
Season
it's
1
so
was
awkward.
Yeah.
Season 1 is like the ginger stepchild.
Yeah, it's like he's trying like a pseudo Loki, but none of the charm of the second season.
It's because the first one was written by different people, and then they got Ben Elton in, and he was the one who did seasons 2, 3, and 4, and then that's when it got good.
Oh gosh, season 3 was actually really good, and it was like, man, this is like really. I saw it on Netflix. I was like, man, this show is great. I did not know about this. All I saw on accent I thought was Mr. Bean, but I'm like, man, this dude could be great as a snarky bastard.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing that happened in season 1 is Rowan Atkinson was the idiot and Baldrick was the brilliant version, or the brilliant like straight man. And they realized it didn't work, so they had to flip it around. And also, the production values in the first season were just through the fucking roof. And whereas
they had Brian Blessed in the first season, which is that was the only saving grace. Oh, Brian Blessed, he can make anything sound like he has that bit of that charisma to him. He can just like, okay, at least it's gonna be watchable. And then season 2,
Brian Blessed.
Holy crap.
Oh, sweet Christmas. I'm watching someone with the Bound for Glory stuff, Impact Wrestling. By gosh, you know how small this arena is. It's supposed to carry like maybe 2,000 or maybe like 3, 4, 5,000 people. They boxed out the entire arena, and it only looks like they have only like 500 of like around 400 to 500 people, and they're claiming it's a sellout.
By the way, Dustin Hoffman is the latest celebrity to have been accused of molesting women.
Dustin Hoffman?
Yep.
Wait, what?
Who?
Well, yeah, that goes, he did a great Simpsons episode.
Do you know, we were talking about like what celebrity would absolutely devastate you to find out was like a sex pervert or molested little boys? And I said, if it turns out that Tom Hanks was like a pervert, that would absolutely ruin me. Because Tom Hanks is like.
I'm saying he might have done something with Booze and Buddies.
Whenever there's.
I'm saying about Booze and Buddies, man. I think he might have did something, or maybe some guy did something to him or something like that.
Oh, I love Tom Hanks. I hope he hasn't done.
That would be really awkward if like he comes out like during Booze and Buddies, like his co-partner, cop to feel.
Well, Tom Hanks just seems like such an everyman, average Joe kind of guy that just surprised the living fuck out of me that he was like that, like sex deviant. I mean, not that he's into men, Kevin Spacey. The fact that he's into 14-year-old boys.
I still like. What type of cover was that? I'm like, I must have did. I'm sorry.
He was playing the only card he had left.
Well, I'm trying to come out as a game, and then the press are like, "Why are people so mad at Kevin Spacey coming out of the closet?" What this proves that America is still bigoted.
That's exactly why he did it, and that's why a lot of like gay actors are like, "This is bullshit, Kevin."
Yeah, Zachary Quinto was like, "This is absolutely disgusting. How dare you hide behind homosexuality?"
Wanda Sykes like, nope. You cannot hide under the rainbow when you did.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, Wanda Sykes, funny. Well, for all of her crazy, but she actually can get a laugh out of me. Sandra Bee, no, I haven't. And maybe that's just me. Maybe
Wanda Sykes is funny.
Yes, maybe I need to lower the bar more.
No, never lower the bar.
Maybe if she just gives me just a crack of a smirk, maybe I could give Samantha Bee a pass.
Samantha Bee, more than anything, it's just the smugness.
Yes.
And then I saw that Nazi hair. I was like, that Nazi hair type of joke, which she had to apologize for. I'm like, first of all, she shouldn't apologize. But she should apologize because the joke was just terrible. Like, Nazi hair. Everywhere you go, fucking Nazi hair. I'm like, this is supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Some people sat there and said, Nazi hair. There it is. Emmy, here we come. I guarantee on the side that would probably did get an Emmy or something. If it didn't have that, if I didn't show that poor sick like cancer boy up there, they'd be like, well, this is. I think that would have probably won an Emmy, and I'd just be sitting there crying. I'm like, yeah, up. The enemies mean nothing now.
They haven't met anything in ages.
So I'm gonna be like,
I gave up all hope.
Like, you know what? I watched this. I'd say when a pro wrestling program is actually more interesting and engaging than this show gets dubbed by the Emmys, and this crap does. I'm like, what's the point? What's the point?
I can't wait until social justice enters pro wrestling.
Oh, it already has in some aspects.
All these wrestling females are dressed in like hijabs.
No, all the wrestlers are like dangerously unfit. So there's no actual fighting going on. They're just leaning on the ring things, going like.
You're already too late about that. There was actually one. It was TNA. It was actually happened. It was back in 2008, I believe. You had Raisha Saeed, and I see. Let me just look the picture up.
There's two corners in the wrestling ring, and there's just these.
Help me out here. What was it? Was it WrestleMania or was it? No, it must have been WrestleMania. But when was the time that they had the two? I want to say it was Rachel, but I don't think it was Rachel. It was like Rachel and one guy who had like sex in the middle of the ring because they got that big fuck off bed set up there because he won the belt. It was like 10 years ago. I think.
I don't know. Ow.
Let's see, where it is. Here it is. Here's the picture of this is back, and this is from TNA. Now here's the. We'll put this right here in the. Right here on the Discord chat. There it is. The woman is in her job. I'm not making that up. It was actually 2000, and this was on Spike TV, so you know it was quality.
Oh, so it was quality entertainment.
Yeah, but if this is the 1980s, what was his name? The Sheik.
Yeah. Did anyone saw the? Let me see. Are you seeing the picture yet?
Yeah.
I'm getting this.
This was 2008. It was back in 2008.
Iron Sheik.
They wanted to have a heel wrestler to manage this powerful beast known as Awesome Kong in the female division and say, what can get more anger? What can get more heat? Evil Muslim woman. Perfect.
No Muslim woman.
Apparently, there's
a person from Assassin's Creed.
Apparently, there's a witness to that shooting earlier today saying that a neighbor shot the suspect, causing him to leave the scene.
Of course. And that would have, again, it flies against narratives.
Watch this later.
Yeah, meanwhile, then again, hopefully we don't, swinging a flying against narratives. Let me just see if I can find more pictures of Raisha Saeed. She actually did some area moves. So, let me just see if I can find. Here it is. Yep, she actually came off the top rope in one match. Let me just see if I can find the picture of her just going off the top rope. Oh no, she just used also Kong to lift her up and just smashed her opponents. That's she actually wrestled in that. Seriously, I mean that's I still say that's amazing, because that's diversity right there. That's what wrestling is. You can do anything you want as long as you actually can wrestle. And if you can't wrestle, just hopefully don't try to kill yourself.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Stick.
Oh gosh. And the thing is, the person inside the mask and everything, she's not ugly. She actually looks pretty good.
Oh, that's why she has to wear it, to make sure that the men don't.
I gotta go for one quick second. I'll be right back.
All right. Okay. But we're also gonna let Kit Kat and Luke go, just to kind of free up a little bit of space. So,
good thing this thing did pop up. Good.
Anyways, we'll talk to you two later. And the next wild cards, we're gonna release all the wild cards shortly, the last 2 months worth. And we're gonna have the next one at the end of this month, before Thanksgiving, or no, Sunday after Thanksgiving, isn't it? Yeah.
I found it.
Woot. So, all right, catch you two later.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Bye.
You guys.
You know what I was thinking of is it would be brilliant if there's actually social justice warriors playing pro wrestling, and it's just these low testosterone guys sitting in the corner of the ring with their little laptops blogging about each other.
Internet wars.
Well, you saw those videos of the fucking BuzzFeed writers who they came back with their testosterone scores, and they had the testosterone of 12-year-old boys.
Someone put about the shooting today. Sutherland Springs is in rural Texas. These were likely all Donald Trump supporters. This is karma in action. Good riddance, right? And then someone replied. Someone replied underneath. 1 second. Someone replied underneath, what, including the 2-year-old and the 16-year-old? And he replied, "Oh, you got to crack eggs to make an omelet."
Jesus fuck these people.
What?
Can you guys hear me okay, by the way?
Y'all fine. But who? What was the omelet reference to?
You know, the shooting, someone was like, oh, these are all probably Donald Trump supporters, so good riddance. And someone replied, what, even the 2-year-old and the 16-year-old? And he was like, well, you got to crack some eggs to make an omelet.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
so
kind of
murder. That's great. Because, hey, you just have to kill off all, you kill off all Donald supporters, then we can have our Hillary thing. Yay.
Yay.
Ooh.
What's
I
more?
would not be surprised. Yeah, I would not be surprised
Never heard
that they are still gonna be doing that same thing. Or they're trying to do the whole thing. You know, DNC don't have any money, which is I saw that report and y'all talking about it. I was just laughing the whole time. I was like, yeah, they're broke, and it's amazing. And I'm like, I'm sitting here, and the people out there are still blaming.
You're sitting there naked. Is that what you said?
No, I'm saying, I'm just laughing because it's just like, you know what, you guys deserve all of that. You know what, all the dancing, everything else, chasing people away, and they can still blame people like myself who voted for a third party. Even though I live like in Maryland, like so blue that if Hillary Clinton came in and called all black people like, you know, calling us like criminals and such, or super predators, which she already did. But if she said that, she still would have won Maryland by 100%. No, they still blame like, oh, if only third party voters voted for Hillary, like even though they like it was that. Well, what if they just stayed home? Then what? It's the same stupid stuff people say. Because if Hillary won because of those third party, they will be kissing our asses every second of the week. They'll be like, oh, thank you. You saved the country, which is...
Well, all I can say is one party down, one to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keep knocking them over, I say.
Yeah, and by the
2020
elections, it's going to be like the Donald Trump party and, you know, the Bernie bros who are still going to be around. Which,
and then maybe then the libertarians will have a chance.
Sanders can still win.
And then I honestly think Hillary's going to run again, and then she's going to lose. God. And then they're going to blame. It's going to be like the sexism of America.
But it's going to be 100 years from now, and they're going to bring up her corpse to try and run again.
Oh gosh, it's just going to keep doing this again and again. Hillary Clinton she can't take an L. I mean, honestly, I'm still like 28 in 2008. She had the opportunity to beat this person from this like nobody Senator Senator Obama. Senator Obama on the real had no chance, but yet he outworked her. He had the ground game, and now in 2016 she lost again to Donald Trump, who guess what had a ground game, even though every pundit said, oh, she doesn't have a ground game. Jeez Louise.
Well, the way I heard it, it wasn't that people liked Donald Trump more; they hated Hillary Clinton more.
And that was like, "Oh, you're sexist." Then, like, no, I don't like. So it's me sexist for her basically starting the whole Jim Crow 2.0, or her basically being that's another mouthpiece for the banking industry that bankrupted this nation back in 2008, or you know, her crappy organization screwing over Haiti. I should just like, well. I need to forget all that and just blindly hope for Hillary and hope for the best.
But if you don't, then you're an Uncle Tom. Don't you know that women and minorities are all hive minds? There's no individualism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell that to the 53% of women that voted for Trump, and they still can't get over that.
Yep. Dear God, that people are individuals and they have their own fucking minds.
The women who voted for Trump, I have no respect for them. You're fucking dumb. It's like, what
the hell was that?
That was the best thing I ever heard. That was the best thing I ever heard come out of her mouth.
Monks out of the fucking basement again.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yes. She's like, oh, you're fucking, and then this whole thing, and I should say I should feel bad for her, but no, I don't. She was that whole thing. I was like, you know what? You guys didn't vet Hillary. I honestly said Jim Webb should have. If Jim Webb would have actually gotten to the office, he would have probably beat Trump no problem. Because again, he probably like, look, I got a plan, and he actually from Vietnam, so he might just like during debates, but with a snap and probably broke Trump's arm or something. Dude looked like, because he doesn't look at America. He looks a little bit orange. You might be like, Trump might be saying some stuff, and you just get that Vietnam flashback and just go and just like break his arm or something. That would have made the debates even more fun. I mean, it's already basically being a comedy show at this point. So why not just go full wrestling? Just have Jim going in from the top rope and hitting like so frog splash on Donald Trump, and just be idiocracy. Just go all in. Pyro,
Terry Crews as my president would be the greatest thing ever.
Well, you're gonna get The Rock.
The Rock would be all right.
All right. But you know what? I've been ranting for far too long. And y'all about to go wrap this up. But you know what? This was fun.
We got 15 minutes, but I guess Hidden and Jacob probably want to weigh in something. So
yeah, I'm about to head out. Yes. Thank y'all. I'll talk to y'all later, hopefully.
No,
for now, I just gotta go back into my crypt and actually study for a test on Wednesday. Wish me luck. Peace.
Good luck,
dude.
Yeah, man.
All right, who left Hidden and Jacob?
The two most boring people. Woo.
Think for yourself, Evelyn.
Hey, Matt and Hidden aren't that boring.
Oh, good lord. How y'all been doing?
Doing good. It looks like you're putting some stuff in the NSFW picture thread in our Patreon fucking hell Discord chat.
Yeah, I got bored and I drew Giggle Cunt.
Was that supposed to be Giggle Cunt?
Yes. Is it too manly a face?
No, for a second I thought it was your avatar. I'm like, is this you?
And we talked about you and your self-image.
Wait, what?
I was trying to figure out who the heck was nailing Giggle Cunt.
Oh, I don't know yet. I'll figure that out later.
Fair enough.
Good enough.
The crossed eyes are a nice touch.
Yes, especially the little weak smile and a little bit of drool coming out.
Dude, I fucking love
Why, are you used to seeing that?
I am. Hey, you know what? Like I wrote in here, if a woman has that expression on her face and she's shaking uncontrollably, you know you're doing things right.
Jesus Christ.
It's wife is awful cheery when they're seen in public together.
Oh, it's like the Eddie Murphy. It's like the Eddie Murphy joke where, like, if you make a woman go ooh, then you know what, you've got them in the bag. You can be like, bitch, make me a sandwich, and they'll do it.
Oh man.
That's great.
Wait, what happened to Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah, you mean a sob story about how his kid was about to die until socialized medicine saved him?
I don't know. Someone retweeted a Stephen Colbert tweet, and that's the only reason it's showing up on my timeline, because there's no fucking way I'd be following him. And he's saying, remembering Jimmy Fallon and his family in our prayers today.
And what did Jimmy Fallon finally lose his one sense of humor?
Probably. I know he hasn't been hosting recently because I've just been
seeing.
He's
not funny. That's why.
It's because I've been seeing YouTube clips like, guest host Jennifer Lawrence, and it's like, fucking, yeah, thanks for shoving this in my face. I've never watched him before in my life, but
Jimmy Fallon's mother died.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, that's condolences for that. I thought maybe it was his.
Oh god, now he's going to be even less funny.
Okay, so backtracking quite a bit. You guys know how you guys made the joke about what would happen if the SJWs got into wrestling. Don't tell them about the time during Raw Live that Edge and Lita had sex in the ring. I posted it on the Discord, and then it's here on the chat log on the right.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm gonna probably watch that later.
Oh man.
Wasn't there
If that was real, that is the best thing that ever happened. Probably the most interesting Raw has ever been in like 23 years. I say 23 because
I know there was one of the female wrestlers got caught. I think she had like a porn video up with one of the other wrestlers, and that was a big no with WWE. And I think trying to remember, did she get fired or not? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Vaguely. I haven't watched.
Is her name Paige? Fuck, I can't remember. I don't keep up with wrestling enough.
I don't know. Once what the fuck is my sister's name? Once Trish McMahon started producing it, I was just like, okay, yeah.
I haven't watched fucking wrestling in ages.
You're
not missing much.
I know.
I've never really watched wrestling before, really.
My days of watching wrestling were like.
Well, Matt, see, you have taste.
Well, it was like Jake the Snake and shit. You know, when I was like fucking 8.
How old are you? No. We already know the answer to that question.
30x. Let's just say that.
Oh Lord.
Early 30s. Let's just say that. But yeah, it's that back when wrestling was, you know, had things like, what were they, the wrestling buddies? Let me look these up.
Like tag.
Oh, you mean like the Mega Powers and
Oh, I had this. Fucking hell. Oh my god, I can't believe I found a picture of this on the first try. Oh fuck you, Google. I want to just get the picture, not a goddamn thread. View file. Here we go.
So I talked about it on the
and I wonder if anyone who had these things ever ended up straight.
The NSFW page on the Discord thing is going out of control.
Oh, good.
Oh, is it? Good lord.
Oh my god.
Matt's first blow up doll?
Well, it's not. It's more of a plushie than a blow up doll.
You're supposed to be able to like beat it up and throw it around and kick the crap out of it.
Who was Ultimate Warrior always paired up with? I forget.
I don't remember.
Okay, so apparently that shooter, 27 dead, and the town population was 683. So 4% of the population was wiped out by the gunman.
Meanwhile, I'm on the Nat drops that bomb, and I'm on the NSFW looking at Argentina.
Oh Lord.
So I posted this in the YouTube chat, but I've had this like idea of a horror like floating around in my head, where it's basically like the best movie in this series, the two best movies in the First Blood series are definitely First Blood and then Rambo back in 2008.
Mm-hmm. You mean the last Rambo?
Because the last one.
The last one was pretty good.
I think Sylvester Stallone realized he kind of fucked up both the Rocky and the Rambo franchises, so he went back
with having Rambo doing the goddamn Taliban.
Yeah, he realized he kind of fucked up, so he went back and made one good film in each franchise to kind of finish it off, so it left on a high note.
I know Creed was really good.
Creed was good.
Yeah.
And like the next one is gonna be Creed and Drago's son, so that's gonna be fun.
Wait, what? Creed and Drago's son?
Yep.
Why?
Jesus Christ! I'm surprised like Mickey's grandchild doesn't show up somewhere.
His long lost daughter.
That's the rumor. I don't know if it's true.
Has anyone watched Stranger Things, by the way? Like season 2?
Yes.
Am I the only one who hates Matt?
I haven't seen.
Remind me, it's been a while since I've seen it. Who is Matt again?
Max in the latest season. In the latest season,
the Mary Sue.
Oh no, I'm not. I refuse to watch the second season. I think the first season was fine. I kind of hated the ending, and I thought that they should have just left it be. And now it kind of feels like they're just beating a dead horse.
Well,
no, you see, the thing is, I thought the same thing, but then I watched the second season, and actually, it continues it on pretty nicely.
Except for Max.
Except for Max, yeah.
It's gonna be a 2-season like anthology. Every two, it's like.
Didn't they already confirm like a season 3?
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like every other season is gonna be a new story.
Oh right? God, how long do they plan on dragging this shit out?
Well, no, it's gonna be different.
No, I mean how many seasons are we gonna get? Because
you mean like American Horror Story, where like each season is a different thing?
Yeah.
Every other season is going to be a completely new cast, a completely new setting, but it's going to stay inside of the 80s and do all the weird.
Okay, that's a little more okay. I could do that.
But yeah, I hated Max. I thought she was annoying. She didn't do anything for the plot. She was just there. She was just there. Like it was, and she could fucking do everything. She could pick locks. She could skate. She could beat all of the boys at the fucking video game. She could fucking drive. Like, fuck off.
She was there.
She could drive.
Yes, she was like fucking 11. She's like 12 years old. She could fucking drive.
And then she beats up her oppressive boyfriend or her oppressive brother.
She doesn't. Oh wait, does she?
She kind of does.
I thought that was Steve did that.
No, because the brother beats the fuck out of Steve, and then she ends up like injecting the brother with like some type of like tranquilizer, and like threatens to beat him in the head with a baseball bat if he ever messes with her friends again.
Yeah, and it's like, fuck off. You've literally just invented a female character, probably because people were complaining.
Social justice.
People were complaining that it was 4 boys, so they were like, oh, we've got to have a girl in there. All right, we'll just put a girl
Despite
in
the
there.
first season having a girl as the main character.
Yeah.
And don't forget the little needless trip that she took to fucking Chicago to meet her quote sister, who's like a girl from an India girl, and like
she was from the UK, right? And she got kidnapped from the UK when she was 7, and she's now like what? Yeah, she must have been like 20 when 11 went up with her again. But she's been in the States for like what, 12 years or something, but she still had an English accent. Like, fuck off.
Well, Arnie's been here since the late 60s, and he still has his accent.
Yeah, but if you were taken from your country when you're 7 years old,
that's okay.
and then you live in the US for like 12 years, you're not going to still have an English accent.
I can vouch for this. My mother was born and raised in Germany, and she moved here when she was 8, and you wouldn't be able to tell if she's German or not if you spoke with her.
Yeah.
So if that wants to back up your story a bit.
I could probably tell. Half of my family likes to think they're all pure-blooded German. The reality is that most of us came from either Hungary or Austria.
I just posted in Discord chat just because fuck it.
Oh,
man, I haven't seen that motivations in life come down to fuck it.
It's a Hulk Hogan wrestling buddy playing with Kevin Spacey.
Oh God!
Hashtag Kevin Spacey.
Oh no! Oh, that's great.
Oh my God, I'm evil.
Just a touch.
Yeah, just a tad bit.
Anyway, before I lose my train of thought again, it's like it's kind of a twist. Well, not really. It is it's a turn on the whole. Like, one of my favorite moments in any kind of movie is when the psycho is alone with the protagonist and they chat. Like nothing happens. They just chat, and like the tension mounts because nobody knows what's going to happen next. Like, the reasons why Hannibal succeeded somewhat was because, well, for one, Anthony Hopkins was in 90% of all the scenes. Somebody else across from him, and they were just talking. But
Nat, tell a SpaceX joke.
I just did in Discord.
No, say it on the air.
Okay, why did Elon Musk go with SpaceX to land on the moon?
Why?
Because if he'd have picked Spacey, he'd have landed on a 14-year-old boy instead. He'd have been heading for Uranus.
No.
Anyways, it's 8 o'clock. We've been at this for 3 hours. Let's wrap it up.
9 o'clock, motherfucker. Time zones.
Time zones. You know, I'm in this time zone that we're talking about. So, anyways, I'm gonna hang it up. It's been 3 hours, and I think we got a good one in, so we'll have to
we're
release all these.
We're gonna be doing another one this month, so
Yeah, right after Thanksgiving on the Sunday, 5 o'clock.
Sounds nice.
Yay! Be there. We can make more jokes about Kevin Spacey, Harvey Weinstein, and Hulk Hogan.
Sunday. Be there.
And we expect people to draw more not safe for work fan art.
Oh hell yeah! Count me in.
Ooh. Just keep on drawing giggle cunt with that cross-eyed look on her face.
Will do, Chief.
Iago. Did I Iago or Iago?
Iago. Gilbert Gottfried. All right, that was a shit joke, and we're going to end on it.
All right. Peace.
All right. Later, all.
Do we need to dig up? Do we need to dig up the Donald Duck getting anally raped to try and end this on a high?
Absolutely. Post it in Discord.
Oh, for fuck's sake! All right, hang on.
Later.
Peace.